I think we're live, but there's only one way to find out if this would load. Yep, that sounds live to me. Well, time to let the people roll into the chat. Who will get the first comment tonight? Space Thing again with the first comment. Wow, I think maybe that was your first time getting the first comment. I don't know. I feel like you've gotten the first comment before. And all Space Thing said was D. Xavier P with the sup. Worst Random Studios with the hello. Gonna skip over that Wubsy comment, Mickey Mouse. Almond said hi. Pills. Gonna skip over that one too, Pills. Internet user said hey. Nitopian said Yahoo. Up on Melancholy Hill, nice, hello. Saya said hi. Chainsaw over your head, hey. Benjamin with the what's up, and well, everything glitched. 90 viewers and 50. We broke their record, guys. We broke their record for quickest amount of viewers, I guess. I think it was 57 or 67 last time in a minute. Now it's 90 in a minute. Wow. Well, now I definitely can't. Now I definitely can't greet everyone because there's too many people. So glad you guys could stop by though. Ultimate Spider Plush. What's up? Marvelous Tube. Flurry Pie 0. Whoa, Will with the 2, is that pounds? In the yippee. I feel like we're quoting Mario 64 tonight. I don't know if you guys are intentionally doing that, but I feel like we're quoting Mario 64. But so literally a billion. Yeah, it was a billion. Actually, I don't even know why. I'll add you to the list, Will, in a second. And I have to try and figure out how to do all this. I don't even know why we're on the forums to start with. I should be on my Twitter account because that's where all the found things, I guess, were reported on. Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff found this week. We can maybe go, I guess we can go over as much of it as you guys want. Just, it felt like day after day after day, there was something new showing up. Some stuff that I wasn't even expecting, like this Animal Crossing Seasonal DS for any of you guys that are familiar with that. Let me add Will to the list, and I guess we'll just jump right into it. So yeah, thanks for that super chat, Will. And yeah, so basically, there were a lot. I messed it up. How do I usually do this? Why can I not remember how I do this? Okay, I think it's like that. Oh, where'd it go though? Well, I messed something up. Gosh dang. Let me very quickly. Technical difficulties. You guys can look at this beautiful DS while I figure out what I did here. So pretty much, okay, so I can talk and do this at the same time. So the really cool thing is that it seemed like, also Keckrock is going to jump scare you because I'm trying to edit stuff here. So basically, a lot of stuff was found this week. Most of it was collectible stuff. There may have been some lost media stuff. I'll have to go back on Twitter and look. But a lot of it was collectible stuff. But it's relevant to content on my channel, so I'm okay with talking about it. So the first thing that I think you guys should know about is this Animal Crossing DS. So for anyone who doesn't know, this Animal Crossing DS, there was a very old mystery on my channel. It was called the Mystery of the Seasonal Animal Crossing DS. And what that was Nintendo Sweden, or Bergsala, international branch of Nintendo, did a contest a long time ago that gave away these custom seasonal themed Animal Crossing DSs for the 4 different seasons. And people didn't even really know those existed for a long time. And I think someone showed me the spring one. Maybe we can find them. Someone showed me the spring one. Yeah, okay, so they're all my videos basically. Where is it? Okay, well, in one of the videos, the artwork was like a spring artwork, like from Wild World, and then in addition to this winter one. Now where's the winter? Okay, in addition to this winter one, and the mystery was, where did they come from? And I did this big whole video 4 years ago that researched it to try and figure out where these came from. And turns out, yes, they were official. They're not custom. They were officially handmade and given out at various Nintendo contests. One was a character design contest. One was a trivia contest. This autumn one was a I believe it was a, oh, here's the spring one. This autumn one was like a store reward. The guy that had it told me it was like a store reward that his local game store got from Nintendo. So basically, the mystery was, um, like, how were they all given out and where are they now? So basically, the spring one was given out for a character design contest. I talked to the guy that won the contest, and he still has this. This was back 4 years ago. He still had his. The autumn one was given to a game store owner who contacted me again years ago, and said that he got it from Nintendo. No one else in the store liked Nintendo, so he held on to it after the store closed. Believe he told me he sold his off shortly after he talked to me about it. So he no longer has this. Someone else has this one, and he sold it for several thousands of dollars, which I couldn't believe. This was the most recent one that showed up. I think this was a picture from one of Bergsala's websites, I think. We don't know who owns this one. I don't believe we ever found out who owns this summer one. This is the summer one, by the way. But the winter one, we knew that someone named Line Marquis Jensen from, like, Sweden won this contest that was known back when I made my video. But I said I couldn't find who this person was. They like, I looked on Facebook. I couldn't find who they were. So we never ended up figuring out if they still had it, if they won it, or whatever the case was. So then, like, a couple days ago, I got an email from someone named Line Marquis Jensen, and they said, "Hey, LSuperSonicQ, I stumbled across your video while I was packing some of my stuff up, and I found this DS, and I wanted to know, like, the story behind it. So I Googled it, your video came up, and I realized, oh, you were talking about me. I'm the one that has this DS. So after 4 years of not being able to figure out who has this one, she came forward and said, this is mine. I'm the original winner from, the trivia contest Nintendo did. This is the Winter DS. Now, what's interesting about this one, though, is, and I can't zoom in on it anymore. She told me that this Winter DS is not the same as the one that was used in the promotional photo, which is this one. If you look closely, there are some minor details. Like, look, in this one, there's a tree behind the boy, but in the one she has, the tree is behind the girl. So these were hand done. So it's not like they're fake or this is a fake. They were handmade. So there's differences in all of the paint jobs and the quality, but that raises an interesting question. How many of these exist? Because I thought that Line had this one. This is like the factory photo that I thought she had, but she doesn't. She has this one, which is different. And both of these are different from a third version of the winter one that I'm not sure if anyone documented it online. I think it's in one of my videos. There's a third version of the winter one that exists. On top of the fact that we already knew, or I suspected, that there were two different versions for each season. Like, look at this one, right? You can see this one. I think this is one of the original photos. The boy's hat is kind of like red, and the house is positioned more in between the boy and the girl. There's some differences. But look at this one. It's the same DS, but the house is positioned differently. The boy's hat is orange, and the sky is a little bit of a different color. It's slightly different. So we knew there were two different versions of these to begin with. But now that Line has showed me hers, there could be up to 3 different versions for each of these. And they're all hand-painted. They're all official, which changes the story quite a bit, because back years ago, we thought, oh, these must have been like one-offs from Nintendo. They must have been like employee things or prototypes. We had no idea. I believe this is the original autumn one, by the way. Where was the other autumn one? I don't know if this is the. I don't know if we ever found 2 different autumn ones or not. I can't remember. I'm looking at these 2 pictures. These ones look the same to me. Maybe we never found a second autumn one. I can't remember. That one looks the same to me. So maybe we never found a second one. But basically, that's kind of the mystery. It continues after Line sent me the email and showed me this. So that was one of the biggest finds this week, which blew my mind. Maybe someday more will show up, or we'll find out who owns the summer one. So yeah. that was a really, really insane find. Very, very happy with that. More interesting stuff to an older mystery. And here's the inside as well. I don't know if we have pictures of the inside for all of them, but this is Line's, so the insides, I think, for the most part, look relatively the same, but the outside, they just look so nice. I would love to own one of these someday, but like, if one ever went up for auction, considering that guy sold his for several thousand, and that was like before all the scalpers and investors and dumb people ruined the market on this stuff, I'm sure this would go for like double what the guy sold for originally, the Autumn one. And I've never seen any other ones go up for sale. So that was number one. That was number one. There were a lot more things. Let me read this super chat first. From Nostalgiamation. On the Lost Media Wiki forums, there's a forum post that discusses a lost Billy and Mandy CN bumper from a demo of Reel of Soup to Nuts. I've never heard about that, actually, but we will go to the forums, Nostalgiamation. Thanks for the super chat. We will make our way to the forums after I talk about a couple more of these lost things. Or found things, rather. I can find out where my text is. So thanks for that, Nostalgiamation, as always. So, the next thing that I think would be cool to talk about, that was found recently, again, it's merchandise related, but I think it's an important find, is, well, okay, it wasn't going to be this, but I guess it will be this before I talk about the figures. So, another old mystery that's been kind of concluded / continued. You guys might remember the Kelly Toy Flapjack plushes, and as well as the Chowder ones. This was a series of Kelly Toy plushes that were being planned for release back in 2010. They appeared in a catalog. That's what this photo is from. It's a catalog scan from a Kelly Toy catalog from 2010. It appeared on their website. I don't think anyone even knew it existed until I ended up finding it. And the mystery was, where did these plushes come from? Were they ever released? Like, what's the story behind them? So basically, ever since 2010, now I think I came across the mystery in 2015 or 2016, so it was quite a while after the catalog first went up. These plushes had never been seen. We had never seen photos of them in the wild. We had never seen people with them in their hand. They just seem to have not come out. And the theory is that they didn't come out because Flapjack and Chowder at the time were kind of ending their run on Cartoon Network, right? So it wouldn't make sense to release plushes based on a series that's ending. So we figured they were all canceled, and like maybe nothing even came of them aside from just these catalog scans. However, there was a photo. Yes, this photo. There was a photo that showed up shortly after I made my video on these originally that did show a shot of the Kelly Toy boardroom, and in the boardroom, as you can see to the right here, is a whole collection of Kelly Toy prototypes. This is at their headquarters. And clear as day, you can see the Chowder ones and the Flapjack ones. So this gave us our first kind of like proof that they were made. Like, they weren't just mock-ups from this catalog scan. They exist in physical form. But of course, we had no idea where they were. Like, were they all destroyed? Do Kelly Toy employees have them? What's the story behind it? And that's the way it stayed, I think, ever since 2016. We just hoped that one would show up someday. And, well, that day finally came. One of my viewers on Twitter showed me that they happened to come across an eBay auction that was selling a Flapjack Kelly Toy plush. And they told me that they bought it, and if it hadn't been for them buying it, this is their Twitter, by the way, Hunter D. They have a YouTube too, that's in the comments of my recent found media video that you guys can check out. So yeah, they told me that they had found this on eBay, and I would have completely missed it because I wasn't searching for these, thinking these would never show up. Like, there's no way like these would show up. Like I'm not going to search Kelly Toy prototype every day and hope that one shows up. I mean, I guess you could do that, but I wasn't doing that. So I completely would have missed the listing if it hadn't been for Hunter. He said he found this on eBay, instantly bought it, knowing exactly what it was because he had seen my video, and he sent me this picture of it in his hand. This is a real Kelly Toy Flapjack prototype. The tag, you can see in another photo of the plush. The tag is a Kelly Toy sample tag, so it is real. I'm glad that the seller didn't cut that off or anything. This is absolutely legit. So I thought that was an insanely cool find. And what's even more interesting about this plush is the seller. I asked Hunter if he knew where the seller got it from. And the seller claimed that they got it from an estate sale in California, I think. Which is kind of interesting because it makes you wonder, you know, did a former Kelly Toy employee own this? Was the estate sale like of a friend who ended up having this? Like what was the history behind actually having this leave Kelly Toy? We know they have headquarters in California, so that's probably, it makes sense, like local, like, you know, location wise, where this or how this ended up on eBay. But it's just crazy that after all that time, like, one survived and like here it is. And I won't say the price just because I won't say the price, but it was quite a lot. And the seller even said in the description it was an unreleased sample and stuff. So they kind of knew what they had. I don't know if that was because they like had seen my video and they knew it was like rare and like valued within the community. I'm not really sure. I kind of feel like if it wasn't for that video, like, I don't know, who would think a Flapjack plush, you know, would be like that valued. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it was my video that kind of caused the high price tag. But you could argue if it wasn't for my video, maybe they would have never even sold this on eBay to begin with. So anyway, through all those channels, we ended up finding this. And the question remains, do the other characters from Cheddar and Flapjack exist out there still? And I think I would like to say yes, as well as a lot of other people I saw in like the chat and stuff, and the replies were saying yes, they think more will resurface. I think as more awareness gets brought to this kind of thing, I definitely think maybe people that have these and don't even know might list them. So definitely be on the lookout for these. I would love to find the Mung doll. I would really like to find the Mung doll. Let me see if I can... Jelly toy. Let me see if I can pull up just... Yeah, I wanted to just show you guys the page of... Yeah, so there's the Chowder ones. I would love to find the Mung doll. And Schnitzel actually did not appear in any of these catalog scans. He was made later on. You can see down there. He's there, but he's not in the catalog scans. So, yeah, I thought that was amazing. Nice continuation to a really old mystery. And you never expect these things to kind of like show up like that. So I'm really glad that that showed up. So that was something else that was found this week. Or recently, I guess. And then, this is a whole... I'm just... Okay, yeah. Well, I guess there's even more. I never covered this in a video, but I know it had been desired within like the collecting community. So you guys might remember Jazzwares, and they were planning on making a classic Supersonic plush, and it was only seen at Toy Fair in this one small like picture of him, you know, mushed inside this plush box. So you couldn't even see his face, and it stayed that way for quite a while. There was another promotional photo that kind of, they were showing like reversible plushes and stuff, and in the photo you could kind of make out his face as part of the mock-up. This plush was not reversible, it was a different product, but they used this because I guess they had it around, but you still couldn't really make out his face, and we didn't know where that ended up. And well, I think around the same time the Flapjack showed up, this guy showed up on eBay too. This is the classic Supersonic Jazzwares prototype plush. This had also survived for like a decade. It was first seen in 2013, and it showed up again. So really, really interesting there. This is something I never thought would be found. Kind of just like with the Flapjack, though. This was sold in Florida. We know Jazzwares' headquarters is in Florida, so it kind of makes sense it probably came from there. But we don't know exactly where it was found. Like, there was kind of a theory that the seller may have been a former Jazzwares employee that had this stuff, because it was not listed as a prototype. It was just in a lot of Sonic plushes. So the thought is that maybe they were a former employee, just had some stuff and they didn't want it. I did read one comment on my video that claimed they messaged the seller, and the seller said they got it as a gift from someone. I don't know if that's true or not. I suppose it's possible. Maybe the employee gave their friend all this stuff, and then the friend just sold it not knowing what it was. I can't verify that, though. We also don't know who has this. We don't know who bought it. I don't think we'll ever know, because prototypes, when it comes to video game merchandise, is very, I don't know. I feel like we're not gonna find out who has this. It's not the same as like, you know, like everyone's having a good time with Kelly Toy Flapjack. Like, no, it's like whoever got this is not gonna show up. Not gonna let it be known who got this. So who knows if we'll ever see it again? But it did show up, and I'm assuming whoever bought it probably knew what it was, and it's probably in a private collection. So that was cool. And then another thing I want to bring up is, for this topic though, I might just say watch the video, because it's a very long, very long, like, kind of rabbit hole. Really old video game toy company called Avatar Creations that I don't think anyone even knew about except me. They were planning on making Mario figures and Sonic figures way back in 1995 and 96, like before any other figure company had been doing that kind of thing. And I went on a big rabbit hole search for these figures, and I did end up finding some like artifacts and relics from the very early like iteration of production for these figures. Didn't find like all of them. I talked to a couple like artists who worked on them, and they didn't have a lot of stuff, but some of it was found. You might want to just watch the video for this segment though, because it's kind of a long rabbit hole. But people were saying they love these figures. I do too. I think these are really, like, they just look so good, and they never came out, so we'll never end up getting these figures. Someone actually did say, I don't remember exactly what the context was, but someone did say something along the lines of, what were, oh, it was, I think it was a reply maybe in this thread. Someone said like, if, so I get, so someone said like if someone had this figure or whatever, or okay, I guess let me back this up. So one of the only things that has resurfaced for these figures is actually this, this unpainted Mario. This particular like model was sold on eBay back in 2014. I remember seeing it. I didn't end up bidding on it because I didn't know what it was at the time. Nightram from Video Game Memorabilia Museum does have this. Well, the last time I checked, he had it. He made a video about it like many years ago. And I was always salty he bought it because I had seen it and I was talking to the guy about it, but I didn't get the full picture of what this really was until after the auction ended, so I didn't even bid on it. But basically my point is, someone had said, well, if you could, like, if you had like the pieces of this, you could recast it and like you'd have like a, you know, like a kind of like a prototype recreation. And actually, oh, it was this one. Oh, Angel right here. If we can find the unpainted figure, scan it, 3D print it, we can make it more available. That was just an interesting point. I wouldn't necessarily say like going through a 3D print method, or even like taking this original you know, cast and like recasting it. But I talked to the artist that did make this originally, the old Avatar Creations artist, and he said a few years ago he actually did have the molds to this figure. I believe this cast was an original from back in 1995, but he did say he had the molds to it. So he said, in theory, if he wanted to, he actually could recast this and like sell them as like garage kits or whatever, which I said at the time would be really cool, even though it wouldn't really be like the real like old, you know, kit, you know, that existed, that was sold on eBay that Nightram has, you know. It wouldn't be the original, but if he actually did recasts of this, I would still buy one, because I think that's really cool to have like an old sculpt like that represents that kind of thing. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. He never really got back to me about that though, so I'm not really sure if he plans on doing that. And nowadays with Nintendo, or I guess fan art is kind of like its own thing. I know model kits and stuff exist and stuff, but maybe he would be more wary about that because he's been in the industry, and maybe he wouldn't want to like push Nintendo's buttons or something. I'm not sure, but that also happened, and that I guess that could happen. I mean, I guess unpainted it would look like this, which fantastic sculpt. I really love this figure. If I could ever find the painted one, I would love that. But unfortunately, I don't know if we ever will find the painted one. And I had talked to the president of Avatar Creations from around the time all this was going on, and he never really got back to me with like if he had any stuff or if he knew where it would be. It seemed like it was so long ago that he didn't really remember a lot of it, and he didn't really know what I was talking about. So that's a little unfortunate. So yeah, I think that was the big things that I know had been found. I'm just scrolling through this to see if there was anything else that. Oh yeah, and we didn't really talk about these. I guess this was found. We didn't. I don't remember if if the week these were found I didn't talk about them, or if I just chose not to talk about them, but Dream 64 and Conquer 64 were both found. I guess this Tim Stamper guy was a former Rare employee, I think. I don't really know a lot about the history of Rare, but he did unearth Dream 64 on these beta carts and stuff. I think there was a different tweet besides just this one showing it running. There was a little like video, I think, of it, which was crazy because we didn't even think these existed. And I know further down, gonna have a bunch of like unrelated posts now. I know further down there was I guess the Conquer 64 one was a long. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the Conquer 64 one as well was found, which I think I'm more excited about Conquer 64 just knowing what it is. I know Dream is important, but Conquer was like really exciting to me because that goes back to that like golden age of the N64 prototypes and stuff. So as far as I know, neither game has been dumped. I don't know if there are plans to dump them. I remember when I retweeted this, some people were being like, they were saying like, well, this is cool, but it's kind of stupid because like we're not going to get the ROMs of them. I'm not sure what that's about. If there's intent to dump the ROMs, if they're not going to, I don't really know. But just the fact that these exist when everyone thought they didn't exist is amazing. Like I had been hearing for years, which I guess was maybe misinformation or false information. I've been hearing for years that the original computers and hard drives that developed these games were long gone. Like, there's no way that these exist, or there's a very small chance of them existing. And to think someone had them all this time, I don't know if they just didn't, like, if they didn't know, if like, Tim didn't know that he had this, or if they had been buried and, like, he just dug them out, like, knowing that he had them and he was just saving them for, for the right time. This got over 1 million views on Twitter, which is crazy. But yeah, these were also found recently, which was crazy. So if those ever get dumped, I guess I'll probably let you guys know about that, or maybe I'll cover it in a video. I talked about Conquer 12 Tales in a video recently, or not recently. It's like a year ago, but I did mention the game. So and I think that might have been it. Let me just awkwardly scroll through my Twitter now. Oh, and then the George Lopez door commercial was found recently. I think a lot of people probably know about that by now, but that was found. I thought there was another commercial that was found recently. I can't remember what it was though. I thought there was something else that showed up. Maybe I'll check the wiki. I thought there was something else I was interested in. And then I think this goes back really far, like to this Ice Shield 21 Tsunami Jetstream dubs were found. Yeah, so I think that was all the stuff from my Twitter I wanted to talk about. Let me check the wiki really quick though, just to see. I thought there was another commercial that was found that I might be forgetting about, but I might be confusing that with progress that was made on the Oswald one. Well, here's some other stuff. Greed was found. I don't know what that is. A series. Mario Net Quest. I don't know what that is. There's no article for it, it looks like. Just a... I don't know what that's about. The Bible on Game Boy Advance, Family Game Night. Yeah, maybe I was just thinking of... Maybe I was just thinking of progress that was made on the Oswald search, which I guess would be good to tell you guys about. Let me find that thread. So I guess this isn't really like found media now, but there's some more progress with this that I think is worth mentioning to you guys that are watching. So, of course, awareness is very important when it comes to finding stuff, and I think this would be worth mentioning to you guys watching. If you know of anyone that has content from this, let me know or look through it. So basically, I'm trying to remember like where exactly I updated this. Okay, it was this. Okay. Oh, actually, I think I did post about this on Twitter, and I just, like, glanced over it. Okay, so this was found recently. Let me go back. Back and back and back. How far back was this? Oh, here. Okay. So, here is a very important note to the Oswald search, and if you guys have any... I guess let me, like, state this. If you guys have any tapes from Nick Jr. from June or July 2002, or you know anyone that does, definitely look through them because this is a huge lead in the search. So basically in the thread, This was actually posted about like a month ago, and I guess I just didn't look at it, or I glanced over it. So Random Man made a post and said they found a post from Google Groups from back in July 2002 that mentions a user who saw the Ozzy Osbourne crossover. I guess I'll read this for you guys. So they said, having a preschooler in our house, we tend to have Nick on the telly a lot. Anyone here in the same predicament ever catch the spoof of the Osbournes with Oswald? I heard Iron Man coming from the other room, which is a new detail. We actually didn't know that they played any music in the crossover. Couldn't figure out what was going on, and I just missed the segment. And then my husband was laughing at the crossover. And like, again, this was posted in July 2002. So based on this post, which was a newly found post, it leads us to believe, because our range for when this crossover was aired was anywhere from 2001 to 2003. We suspected 2002, but we didn't really have any proof of it. This is proof of it. This was posted July 2002. So that leads us to believe that this Oswald thing must have been shown in either July or June or over the summer of that year. Now, what's interesting about this, though, and I'll pull up the article just so we have another visual. What's interesting about is there no... I swear there was an article for this. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, I was typing it in wrong. So, the one thing that we still don't know for this topic is what, like, iteration of Nick did it air on? Was this Nick Jr.? Was it Nick itself? Like, what exactly was it? Was it like prime time? And here are the reasons why we're not really sure. So based on the way this post is worded, I tend to believe it's Nick Jr. because they're saying they have a preschooler in the house. Why would they not be watching Nick Jr.? I know that like an Ozzy Osbourne crossover would be a weird thing to show on Nick Jr., especially if you believe that there was bleeped swearing. Remember that detail. I guess we've never really proven that, but a lot of people seem to remember it. So unless it's like a Mandela effect, that is still a possibility for some content in there. You might think, well, why would it be airing on Nick Jr., right? That's kind of a little intense. But I did come across some Oswald, like an Oswald TV special called Oswald Saves the Day that was aired at 8 p.m. at night. So maybe it was the crossover was originally aired during that Oswald special at 8 p.m. at night, which is kind of still Nick Jr., but it's not really Nick, because Oswald is Nick Jr., but it wasn't airing actually on the Nick Jr. block, right? It would just be Nickelodeon. So I wish this post was a little more clear with exactly what they were watching. So that's why I'm saying, like, check Nick Jr. too. The Dora George Lopez crossover was aired on Nick Jr. That was aired during the Backyardigans. So you never know. I tend to believe it would be Nick Jr. based on the wording of this post, but I could be wrong, so that's why I'm saying check both. And don't forget the creator of Oswald did acknowledge this crossover's existence and said that it aired during a special event. Oswald Saves the Day was a special event. That was like an 8 p.m. primetime event. Could have been that. Also, during summer 2002, Nick Jr. had a special promotion called, like, Summer with Joe, like from Blue's Clues. And this, it ran all summer, but they definitely could have shown the crossover during this block or whatever. This is a special promotion, I would say. It's just not really clear, though, and the creator didn't know exactly, like, what the special event was. And on YouTube, there's very, very little content from Summer with Joe. There's very, very little content from June and July of 2002 from Nick Jr. or Nickelodeon. That period of time seems to be missing a lot. So it definitely could have aired during then, and we just don't have the video that has the recording of it. I asked a couple Discord servers. I haven't heard back from them yet either. But again, if you guys know anything about this or have tapes and stuff, definitely look for... That's where our search should be. Forget MTV, forget Teen Nick, forget the Kids' Choice Awards, forget the MTV Music Awards, none of that. It seems likely based on this post that it would definitely be Nick Jr. or Nickelodeon. So that is my update with that. I feel like we're really close to finding this. It's just going to take one person with the right tape, and that would be fantastic. So yes, that was also, I guess, not really a find, but that was probably what I was thinking of when I said, "Oh, this big thing happened." That's what it was. So that's exciting as well. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else that was worth mentioning. I'm gonna have to go to my own channel to see what videos have I made. Oh, I guess I will also point this out just because I think it's relevant. And I guess I'm on my channel and I'm looking at it right now. If any of you, because I got messages about this, so I did release this video, I guess 2 weeks ago, on you guys are aware of television broadcasts, like hijackings and hacks and stuff. You guys probably know the Max Headroom thing. Oh, not the character, the incident. So I don't really know. I don't really cover a lot of like broadcast intrusions and stuff. But this is a pretty famous one. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. But anyway, there's been a lot that have happened over the course of like TV history. And one of the ones I found interesting was this Handy Manny one. So basically someone inserted an adult movie during or right at the beginning of a broadcast of Handy Manny. Now, in terms of lost media, which I guess you could, I point out in the video, you could argue this is lost media because it's part of broadcast hack history. The actual broadcast interruption of the adult movie being shown during Handy Manny is lost. There is no recording of that online. There have been other broadcast interruptions before that have been documented, like there's a pretty famous one where another adult film was shown in the middle of Lilo and Stitch on Disney Junior. There was another one that in a certain part of Arizona, there was an adult movie that was shown right before, I think, the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Yeah, crazy stuff. But the Handy Manny interruption is lost. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is not because I really want to find it, but I have seen, and people have been messaging me about this, there is a fake clip that has been circulating of someone claiming they found the broadcast interruption, but I can confirm that is a fake clip. So if you see that clip of someone saying that the thing was found, it was not found, because I am not aware of a legitimate copy of that having resurfaced. So the way to tell that it was fake, based on what we know about it, is the clip that was circulating had the adult movie like right in the middle of the episode, and this wasn't even like the whole episode. It was like a clip of the episode. You know what was being circulated. It was like a clip of the episode with the adult thing put into it. But what we know based on recollections is that the hack happened at 9:30 in the morning. That would have been right at the beginning of the episode. This fake clip had the adult content put into like the middle of it, which doesn't line up with the recollections at the time. So that absolutely proves it's fake. So do not believe that it was found, because it was not. And the only way that a real one would be, I guess, would be found is if it was, you know, the adult clip would have to be put at the beginning of the broadcast. And I guess you'd probably need more, because now someone's just going to fake that. So I guess you'd need more. You'd have to have a pretty convincing, you know, clip of it or whatever to really prove that it's real. But that was something I had come across recently as well. Also, I sent another super chat. Oh, there's a lot of super chats I missed. Sorry about that, guys. If I missed any other super chats, let me know. But I did see Victor Martinez said Domino's Pizza. We will not be ordering Domino's Pizza tonight. But we did do that. I did make good on that promise a couple weeks ago. So thanks for that, though, Victor. I already forget how much money that was. Oh, two. Okay, and then big time Big Timerish 5 said Conquer 64 family friendly prototype is uploaded on the internet now, right? I don't know. I don't think it was. I'll do a really quick look, but I don't think Conquer 64 was uploaded at all. Because that's what I was saying before. Is I don't think it was, unless someone wants to correct me on that. But I'm pretty sure it was not. I'll check the Lost Media Wiki. Actually, there might be an article for it. I feel like I would have heard if that was found recently. Oh, I also will go to something else that was found recently as well. Oh no, this says lost still. This definitely says lost. So, yeah, okay. So this was not found. And then there actually was something else like that caught my eye today. I'm sure a lot of people don't care about this, but I thought it was cool because I liked the game and I've played the game. Yeah, it was this. Forest of Illusion said, "We've preserved a late copy of Windback, developed by Omega Force and published by Koei. Despite the back label declaring that it's the master version, a binary comparison with a hex editor shows several byte differences." So I don't know a lot about the development of this game. When I got my N64 like a few years ago, this was one of the games I wanted to play on it, so I bought it on cart, and I kind of liked it. It's very hard, but I liked it. Well, it's the bosses are hard, but the actual game, I guess, isn't that hard. But I thought this was cool. This was found recently too. A development or late prototype copy of Windback. So that's really cool as well. So those might have been all the found things that I was going to report on. We can look at this found media section here, though, to see if there's anything new that showed up. But I think that was everything that I had off the top of my head. Slamfest, unfortunately, Slamfest is still not found. I'm trying to think if there's. I'm actually planning on doing a Slamfest update video relatively soon. I'm trying to think if anything has happened with Slamfest recently, and I don't think there really has been any updates aside from those photos that showed up. Or I don't know why I said showed up, that were posted. So I don't think, even when it comes to fake stuff, I don't think any like fake stuff has shown up from this either. So unfortunately, this is still lost. Also, do I have any mods in the chat right now? I'm just wondering if I have any mods in the chat. Check the GBA card they preserved. I will do that. Well, we're gonna. I guess I have no mods in the chat right now, so I'm gonna start timing out some people here. Sorry about that. I was really into the stream. I did not look at the chat at all. Mod me? Yeah, okay, Yoshi, Yoshi gets a mod. Add as moderator. Whoa, what is this asking me? Okay, yeah. Congratulations, Yoshi, you're a moderator. Yo, we got a mod in the chat now. You take cover, everyone. Yo, what's up, Epic Flynn? Glad you could stop by. You weren't here the last time we You weren't here last time we streamed. But I got pizza. And people were saying like, "Where's Epic Flynn?" So anyway, yeah, I don't think anything new has happened with Slamfest either. I don't think there was anything else here that I had come across that was found recently. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but that's okay. So Nostalgiamation did say earlier that they had a article they wanted me to read. Would it be possible for me to become a mod? Kina-san, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna have to say no on that, only because the only people I make mods are people that have been around for like a really long time. Like I know Yoshi Killer, I know Ed Mario, and Barry and the other people that mod my channel. Like I know them, so that's why they're mods. But other viewers I don't usually just like make mods. So sorry about that, but thank you for the super chat. I mean, maybe in the future I can add more mods, but yeah. I also didn't even like I didn't usually we don't have like a problem with with like people trolling and stuff. So anyway, oh, we were gonna go to the wiki, I think. Epic Friend said $5.99 but donated $4.99. Thanks for that, Epic Friend. At some point we can get another Domino's pizza though. I feel bad you missed that one. Oh, I gotta change this too. I gotta make this smaller, I guess. Oh no. Okay, so what should we? So we can look at we can look at that article Nostalgiamation was mentioned. I'm trying to think if I was actually gonna say speaking of found media. Actually, I have one more piece of found media I can think of off the top of my head that I want to tell you guys about. Again, it's a collectible, but this actually does relate to one of my videos. I think it's worth mentioning. Also, I think for any of you guys that are like collectors out there, I think this is a really good like lesson in patience. So this actually was quote unquote found recently. London After Midnight was not found. So a long time ago, I made this video called "Amazing Pieces of Physical Lost Media 2." Actually, let me back that up. So even longer ago, I made a video about this Terry action doll. So, so basically, I'm a collector, as you guys know, and I had come across this like Terry doll from Capcom vs. SNK 2, and I really wanted it, and I said, like, how am I going to find this? And I went on a big, long... I think this is actually the exact one I bought from Delta Comics. I went on this big, long search. Now it looks like there's actually more photos and stuff of it that have shown up, which is really cool. Back when I researched it, there was, like, nothing. There was literally nothing about it online. Anyway, so I went on this big search for it and stuff, and I ended up finding it eventually, right? Like, in a day, I think I found it. However, there is another figure I wanted, another action doll, from this video, and it was a Kasumi from Dead or Alive. And yeah, it was this. And this was kind of like the Terry, right? Where it really didn't exist. There's not a lot of information about it. It's really hard to find. And I said, like, how am I going to be able to find this, right? And I had come across a couple listings of them on like eBay, but they were really, really overpriced. And I said, like, that's not like, I don't want to, it's a hard to find like figure, but I don't want to pay like a lot for it. Like I'm confident that through the power of lost media and patience, like one will show up. I will get this at some point, right? I just need to be diligent in my searches, and I need to like be patient for it, right? Well, speaking of found media, after a really, really long time, I don't know, when was this video made? Like 2 years ago? Oh, 1 year? I think it'll be 2 years ago soon. Maybe not? Oh. Okay, maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it was only a year ago. Anyway, though, my point is, after like a year of searching and being patient and trying to find this doll that like doesn't exist, you'd have a really hard time finding this if you tried. I finally found one on a Japanese website, and I paid under $100 for it, which I was very, very, very happy about. And it was just one of those things, like, if you're patient enough and you believe in the power of searching, Like, you can really find anything you want. I'm glad I didn't spend like several $100s on the eBay one. And this one that I found was actually mint, by the way. It was mint in the package. It wasn't this exact one, but it was absolutely beautiful condition. And I just said, like, that, if there's ever like a moral of the story about being patient and searching for stuff, like, this was it. I can't believe, like, I knew it existed. I said I was going to wait until one showed up, and it finally did. So, kind of, again, similar to that Terry doll I showed you guys, like, when it comes to merchandise and stuff, you can find it. Like, I've had people, like, ask me, how do I find this piece of merchandise? And, like, I can't find this, and where do I look for this? You gotta, like, you know, use your intuitive thinking. Think, oh, it's a Japanese product. Let me look on Japanese websites. Let me search in Japanese terms. And then have patience, and you can find it. So, I was very happy with that. And now I think that really was all of the found media that I had to find or talk to you guys about. Um, oh, and I saw Yoshi Killer did say that Force of Illusion had the Bible on. Is that what the article I came across was down here? I said, like, oh, the Holy Bible. Oh, yeah, Force of Illusion. Yeah. I must have missed that in the Twitter, on their Twitter. How long ago was that? Oh, here it is. We preserved the canceled version of the Holy Bible for the Game Boy Advance, developed by Rainbow Missions and originally set to be published by Crave Entertainment. It came very close to a release, with even box art being created. Unfortunately, it never ended up releasing. Where's the box art for that, though? That's what I really want to see, actually. You guys can read the Bible on GBA. I'm having some sniffles. Yeah, it might be allergies. I actually didn't think about that. It never occurred to me that I might have allergies, but I actually think that is what it is. I never had allergies growing up as a kid, but more recently I've found myself sniffling and stuff. So, thanks for that, Will. Though, I'll update your total. Yeah, do any of you guys also have allergies in the chat? Because I guess it's that time of year for allergies, which is weird because, like I said, growing up I never had allergies or anything. Also, I'm looking at the chat. What rare thing do you have to tell me, Monkey the Gorilla? Allergy lost media. Smith Zero got hay fever, but it's completely random. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think that pollen was bad right now. About the chowder plush. Okay. Lost allergy video game. Ooh, is this Wii U development stuff? Any digital lost media found recently? Not that I can think of. I almost want to say there was, like, I almost want to say, I don't know. I feel like maybe not that I can think of, actually. The original food fight has been confirmed destroyed and lost forever. Spiral Polly said, really? I've heard, like, different things about that. I thought I heard it was gone forever, but then I thought I heard it wasn't. So I'm not sure what the consensus on that is. Also, I did. Oh, there it is. There's no article for it though. Mario NetQuest, the first Mario. Oh, so this was official. I thought this was like a fan game or something when I saw it on the wiki here. I assumed it was like a fan game. What is this about? It was released in 1997 to promote the IBM computer system, a mid-range computer designed for business. Zero documentation online. Oh, the mushroomkingdom.net. I know that website. This is a really long... Wow, this is really long. This could be like a video. I'll read maybe this is shorter. It was an online Adobe Shockwave game developed by C3 Incorporated. Okay. The game uses elements from Mario 64. So the game play resembles that of a whack-a-mole game. In the game, the player controls Mario inside of a room with tiles using the cursor. The goal of the game is to get as many points as possible within 60 seconds. So it's like whack-a-mole, I guess. That's interesting. Bowser occasionally makes an appearance. Clicking on him causes the game to end immediately. Wow, rip. His appearance is preceded by one of his sounds from Mario 64 and a power star appearing on the entrance. Wow, that is really cool. The jingle that plays after entering a painting plays at the start of the game. The game reportedly had a second phase that led players through a qualification round. This phase was not preserved. Okay. What? Whoa, whoa. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's kind of, wow. That really does look like Mario 64, actually. So it's like a whack-a-mole Mario 64. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I'd never seen that before. Goodbye. That looks really cool. So this was saved, right? They're saying this is found. So that's really cool. So you could actually play this. Oh, speaking of found media in RPG, I saw this. I don't know. I never looked this up. I just saw one tweet about it. Was this true or was this fake? Where is it? I read a tweet. I don't know if it's real or fake, that Nintendo bought back Mario or Gino and Mallow from Square. I don't know if that was real or not. I saw a tweet that said it. I didn't look into it. It was fake? It was fake. Okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up. I swear it was like a really big channel that reported on it, though. Huh. Like, it wasn't like some... I swear it only caught my eye because I thought it was posted by like a big... Or not a channel, a Twitter account. And I thought I had just missed the headlines on it. And that they had pulled it from somewhere else. Okay, well, I guess the moral of that story is don't trust Twitter. It couldn't have been April Fool's unless someone retweeted it from April Fool's Day. Because I saw it like 2 days ago. It was a Nintendo it was a parody account? More like a fake news, man, how do you guys feel about like parody accounts and stuff? I don't like that stuff. I like that, like parody accounts and like people that like make jokes like that, I feel like really hurt like the integrity of like, I don't know, news sources. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, that's not funny. That's just fake news. I don't remember if the account was verified, but I agree, Mary. Yeah, the Twitter verification stuff it's kind of bad. Like, I don't even want to get the verification mark now because I feel like if you do, it's like, it makes you look worse. The first thing I actually thought of when I read that Mallow and Gino, like when I read that story, the first thing I thought of was that we could get new plushes of them, which was like, whoa, new Mallow and Gino plushes? Like, that'd be cool. Basically, the Electronic Gaming Monthly April Fool's Sonic and Tails and Melee. Kinda, yeah. I didn't see a lot of April Fool's Day things around, though. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of April Fool's Day stuff this year, though. Smith Zero said there are good parody accounts and terrible parody accounts. Problem is that people miss the point of comedy and just post a lot. Right, yes, I agree. Victor said, why is Nintendo honestly so mean to its consumers? I don't know. Would you guys say Nintendo is mean to its consumers? I don't think Nintendo is, like, so much mean as they are just, like, clueless. Like, I think they genuinely don't understand why the Nintendo Online service is, like, so bad. Yeah, did you guys see, actually, the new Nintendo Genesis games that are being added to the Switch service? If I could find a picture of them. It's, like, what the heck was it? Flicky Street Fighter. Here, just really quickly. I guess None of this, I guess, is found media. Yeah, I don't even know what Kid Chameleon is. There's Street Fighter, which people like Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo more. Flicky, which is like just a really, I don't know, you can play it on Sonic Mega Collection or whatever. Pulseman was the real gem here. That's a really really expensive Mega Drive game that I think its only other release was on the Wii Virtual Console. So Pulseman is really cool. But other than that, I don't know. I just feel like Nintendo just like misses the point of all this stuff. I still don't know, like, as people have said before, like, why are we still getting these like rollouts of like 4 games, every few months? It's like, why can't they just dump 100 games all at once on the service, right? Like, I don't know. Um, Almost kind of want to browse the r/lost media thing, but I don't really want to. I'll be honest, just a lot of the stuff that is posted on this, I don't even like. It's not really interesting to me. Like, I couldn't tell you what any of these are. Like, I don't. Um, I mean, like, wow, this is really like, yeah, I don't. Oh, I also saw a lot of people mentioning Hitogata recently too, like that people thought they had like found, Hitogata or whatever, or like, I don't know, I don't know, like why people suddenly think that like they've come across it, because as far as I know, nothing from Hitogata was like, nothing new has come from it recently or anything. What was like the most recent update here? I guess nothing. Yeah, I just don't know why, like, I just don't know why people like are suddenly being like, oh, well now is it just because casual people aren't aware of like the search history? Is that why people are kind of like thinking they found it? Like, is this like, are new people coming across the search and being like, oh yeah, I found it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because nothing new has happened with it. Do I think it's real? I feel like there's enough evidence to suggest it's real for me to kind of lean towards, yeah, I think so. Let me say it this way. I think Hitogata is more real than Go for a Punch. I think Go for a Punch is totally fake, not real. Like, there's nothing about that you can convince me is like evidence for it being real. I feel like with Hitogata, there's enough recollections and documentation, like claims, that can kind of be like backed up. Um, Fukaze64 said, anyone else heard about the ongoing hunt for a lost crawling in my skin cover? Also, has there been any news on that one Jumpman plush? I have not heard about anything I'm not aware. Is that a Linkin Park song? Because I'm not aware. I'm not familiar with that at all, actually. Thanks for the super chat, though. Maybe someone in the chat would know about that. I don't even listen to Linkin Park. And then I was gonna say, though, the Jumpman plush, though, that's an old one. I haven't thought about the Jumpman plush in quite a while. Let me go search it up real quick. As far as I know, nothing else has come from this. I actually hadn't seen a lot of these new pictures. I guess maybe it was brought to like a convention or something. This is the one I remember seeing that I used in my video. I hadn't seen like some of these other ones. This is a really good picture. So this was found in like a thrift store, I think, and people didn't really know it was, the date on it like predated Donkey Kong by like a couple of years, but it's believed the tag was just a like a placeholder tag from like 1978 or whatever. It said it wasn't really made then. And I think just the accepted theory is that it was a prototype um, that just never came out. And there is an Etone Donkey Kong Jr. that only exists as a picture, as a black and white photo, just like his face in a print ad, I believe. And that's the only existence of that one too. Oh, here's my video. Yeah, so nothing else has come out from this. We still don't know. No one from Etone has made like a statement on it or anything. So yeah, it's a really cool plush though. I mean, it's would be nice to add to a collection, but nothing new about that, unfortunately. Hiccups lost media. Is you mean hiccups like, is that like a show, or you mean like the act of having hiccups? My dad works at anime and says Saki Sonobashi is real. Basically, Chainsaw said, I think Hitogata was a combination of multiple commercials. Yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, I'm not really like, I don't have like a strong stance on it. I just think it could be real. Oh, that's the thing else about Hitogata as well that Milkman brought up is, yeah, what if we found Hitogata and it's just hiding in plain sight? That's actually the problem with this search is there's been so many recreations and like things that could be it and stuff that at this point we could have found Hitogata and we'd never know because there's so much confusion with its details and recreations and other commercials and this and that. Like, it's not, at this point it's like not clear. So that very well could be the case. It's like if Slamfest was easy enough to fake and people made recreations of Slamfest that were so close to what the original was, like we weren't even sure if it was the original or not, right? So that can definitely happen with certain topics, and this is one of those topics, especially existence unconfirmed stuff. And it's a really good example of that. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Um, but I've never really invested a lot of time into Hitogata though. So oh, Fine Fictional Men. I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually covered that in a video. Believe it or not, I covered that in a video. It was like spicy pieces of adult lost media or something. It was from I think 2 years ago maybe or 1 year ago. And I did cover that. Yes. I know what that is. I usually don't cover that stuff, but that video I thought just at the time I was really trying to experiment with different topics and I thought like, oh, this is one that like a lot of people would probably watch. It did do really well actually. I like that video. It came out really good. Um so yeah, there actually is quite a bit of that stuff as I covered in the video. A lot of like infamous adult animations from Disney and places where you wouldn't expect it to, to really be from. I can't remember what else was in that video. I think there were some other like unlicensed Nintendo games or that were on Nintendo consoles and stuff that had like adult stuff in it. Did it do well because of the thumbnail? I'm not sure. Um, Controversial reasons. I'm not against possibly revisiting it. Let me actually just go to let me whoops. Let me go to my channel just quickly just to get a visual here. I wouldn't be against covering more stuff when it comes to that kind of content, but I'm not really sure if it's something I would be interested in like right now. Um the thing is, I think it was a where is it? I guess it's really old. It's this video, this eight spicy pieces. Yeah, that did really good. Um I guess the thing is like it's kind of hard to find like quality topics from this genre or from this category. Like if you go in the Lost Media Wiki, a lot of the like NSFW and NSFL are, I think, beyond what I would feel comfortable talking about on my channel, right? Like these were really hard to come up with what I talked about in this video. So I suppose other things in this kind of realm would be okay, but it would really depend. I wouldn't be against it though. But NSFL stuff is kind of like a whole different thing. I feel like NSFL is sort of like a lot of that deals with like murder and stuff, and the murder stuff like freaks me out. Like what was I doing recently? Oh, it was I did this video recently. The oldest pieces of lost media, where I went back on the old wiki and I looked at what the first 10 articles ever made for the website were, and one of them was like a murder weird like crime thing, and I didn't even read the article in the video because I'm like, oh, I can't read this. It was too freaky. Um so but I know a lot of people are interested in those topics, and like if you go to the wiki here, there's like, where is it? There's a whole section for NSFL stuff. Like and I mean, a lot of popular YouTube videos and Dark Lost Media and other stuff like that definitely falls into that category. It's just I don't understand how people can be interested in that stuff. I mean, like 2020 and Dateline are on TV and like people are interested in that stuff. But I don't know. I just was never I could never wrap my head around that kind of stuff. Teen Titans Go is going to turn 10 years old tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's been on for a decade. A gotcha. Oh, found a gotcha horror video. I don't know. A gotcha horror video. That sounds kind of weird. ShroomTube was how PR got into Lost Media. ShroomTube was like one of the first Lost Media channels. Is there an article for ShroomTube anywhere on the wiki? I remember ShroomTube. Yeah. I think I watched some of his videos. Contrary to popular belief, I think he just got burnt out on Lost Media. I don't think people kind of, not to like bring up old rumors and stuff, but I think people kind of say that like ShroomTube got like bullied off of YouTube and stuff. I think he just got burnt out. I know people did have a problem with him, like earlier on because he would just read wiki articles and not even credit the wiki. This is back before even this iteration of the wiki, but I know that he got better later on in his YouTube life. But I think I remember after a while he just got burnt out and he just didn't want to do it anymore. I never really talked to him though. It was really early on. The Filipino flower shop commercial that's still lost. Bill's Mafia. Here it is actually. If you want to check it out, the Encarnacion Chavez. Oh, there's a. I didn't even realize there's an article for it, or I guess that would make sense. Yeah, there's not even any visuals for it. I haven't been. I voted, I think, for this to be one of the next on the hunt searches, and it was picked. You know, I mean, my vote wasn't the deciding vote. There was a lot of people who voted on this, but this got my vote, and I haven't even followed it because Slamfest just at the time Slamfest was kind of still going, and I said, I don't have time to be doing this and Slamfest, and I just never really got into this. I'm not really sure what the progress even is. It seems like someone reached out last year about a VHS tape, but the tape was never obtained or whatever, which of course it wasn't. Slamfest has not been found either. Slamfest is still a work in progress, which is like, I don't know what to say about Slamfest at this point. It's kind of really frustrating to me when people we talk to about Slamfest won't get back to us. I mean, I'm still waiting. I sent messages to people that haven't even seen them yet. It's really ridiculous. I really do think Slamfest will be found at some point. I really do think Slamfest will be found at some point, but I just don't think it'll be. We're not going to know when it's going to come out. It could be a year from now. It could be 2 years. Like, someone that knows about it has to find it and then think, oh, people are looking for this. I mean, some of those old people we contacted, like however long ago that was, like years ago, they could message me. I mean, Line Marquis Jensen with the Animal Crossing DS messaged me like 4 years after that mystery and said, oh hey, I just found your video because I was cleaning my house and I found the DS and I wanted to know more about it. So like that could happen with Slamfest at some point. There's just no time frame on it, but people know that there's an interest in it. So I do believe at some point it'll show up. The soup to nuts demo, was that on the forums you said? Um, I'm not even sure what that's about. Oh, is it this? I feel like I came across this thread before. Slamfest 3. Jellybean said, do you know about the lost Real Steel Deluxe Wave 2 figures? They have promo images, but no in-hand images. I am not sure about Real Steel. I feel like my brother maybe watched that movie, but I don't think I think he watched it with one of his friends. I never saw it, though. I'm not familiar with those figures, no. I mostly only follow video game stuff, so I'm not sure with that. I'm not sure about that. Um, a lost sci-fi adult film, that sounds strange. Has production pictures of it. Makeup artist and sculptor. Interesting. Is that the controversial one you mentioned, or was that a different one? Oh, a different one. Oh, the Eyes Have It. The Eyes Have It was found recently. I think that was a while ago though, right? I don't think that was recently at all. Um. Uh. Warm. Yeah. Wamerko said, while it's not lost media, do you know about the keychain WarioWare touched figures? I think someone I think someone actually mentioned those last week. The WarioWare straps. Yeah, I oh War. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Actually, yeah. So I think someone did mention these like last week. I would love to get these, but they're so rare. And they're like the only figures that were ever made for WarioWare. So yeah. And then Michael's Mega said, saw your comment on the Nick Story archive server. Oh, yeah. We talked about that a little bit earlier on. I kind of said to people it probably aired in June or July of 2002. So hopefully more will come from that at some point. So this is the topic Nostalgia Mation mentioned. I was watching a demo reel by Soup to Nuts and noticed a short clip that looked like a Cartoon Network bumper featuring Mandy from Billy and Mandy as a talk show host. Huh. So is this a like lost series of talk show bumpers? Maybe. Okay, I guess I can't like avoid the Domino's thing any longer. Yeah. Okay. So the Domino's video is gone. Here's the thing: when you're a YouTuber and you got to make weekly content, and there's constant pressure on you to do well, seeing a video bomb kind of messes with your head. Imagine you're going to go to a job interview, right? And you're presenting your resume to your potential boss, right? Would you put your failures on that resume? No, you make your resume look as good as it can look, right? So when I go to my channel and I see that there's a video with 17,000 views, sandwiched between one that has 400,000 and one that has like 100,000 or whatever, I think to myself, well, that 17,000 view video looks really bad. People must not have clicked it because they didn't care about it, or they didn't like it, or they didn't want to watch it. So, in my head, I'm thinking as a content creator, this video flopped. It's not a good reflection of my abilities as a content creator. I don't want to have it on my channel where people are going to go look at my content and say, "Wow, look at that video. That guy sucks." So yeah, I got rid of it because of because of those reasons. I no shade to like anyone. This is just a general statement. I'm kind of tired of like apologizing for taking down content and removing videos. That's just what I do. Like if I feel like a video didn't perform well or I'm not satisfied with it, that's what I do. That's how I move forward in the YouTube world, and that's the way that it is. People have said before to me, I save all your videos in case you take them down. That's absolutely fine. If someone saved that video and uploaded it on their own channel or whatever, fine. That is, who cares? But for me, seeing those failure videos on my channel bothers me. And I don't think it's a good reflection of my ability as a content creator. Just like I said, you wouldn't go put your failures on a resume that you're going to show to your boss. I'm not going to leave failure videos on my channel. It's not lost media forever. I still have it. I don't delete videos anymore. But like that video, the blood sport video, which YouTube age restricted, and like some other segments that I think had kind of been neglected from last year that were in different videos that got taken down or age restricted. YouTube likes really restricting my videos nowadays when they can. So I gotta be careful about that. But like all those old things or whatever, like they're not lost. And usually what I will do is content that releases originally that does poorly will get re-uploaded or re-archived in some way. So nothing is ever really truly gone. It's just that's how I operate my channel now. So if you think that a video is going to maybe not do well and you want to save it, go ahead and save it for your own archives or do whatever you want with it before it gets taken down. But that's the way that my channel operates, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. So I have the video. It will probably resurface someday in some different form, in some different way. I mean, most of the content that I did a video last year on pieces of lost media that had like adult themes, which is probably poorly worded title because that was one YouTube age restricted. And I don't like when YouTube age restricts my videos. That's also an instance where I will take them down because I don't want YouTube to age restrict like that. My content is not that intense where it needs to be age restricted. So I did end up taking down that video, but all of the segments that were in it, I think most of them, if not all of them, have been scattered about through videos that are still on my channel, right? So they all resurfaced. So that's just the way that it goes. But I will say though, that when it comes to my channel, what I won't do is I will never take down videos that have already been up there for like a long time. Like I wouldn't just take down the Handy Manny video because I don't think it looks good on my channel anymore. Like videos that already exist that have been there are going to stay there. It's just new uploads that do bad I don't like leaving up. So that's the way that it is. So I used to put I did used to put videos unlisted in playlists. Burb, I did used to do that, but like people couldn't find them anyway. Like people ask me all the time about my Anime Mate video. It was like a plush store that I kind of did like a little like search into. It kind of closed suddenly and whatever. And that was one of those videos that it didn't do good. It didn't really fit with the rest of my channel. It was kind of like an experimental video. So I believe that one was unlisted. I put it in a playlist, and people, they were still asking, well, what happened to it? And I would say, oh, it's buried in a playlist. And like people they still wouldn't be able to find it. And I don't want to make, I don't want to make a playlist on my channel, all of LSSQ's failure videos, that are unlisted. Because like at that point, why not just keep them all on my channel? So what I used to do was put videos like that in playlists that were about other things. Like I had a merchandise playlist. Okay, dump the Anime Mate video in a merchandise playlist. Anyone that finds a merchandise playlist will find that like secret video. But again, it doesn't really solve the problem because people, unless you're looking for that video and you think to look in that playlist, you're not going to find it. And I'm not going to make a playlist on all my failure videos. So yeah, so that's the story with that. I just feel like I have to take a firm stance on it because like I'm tired of like I don't want to say I'm tired of people like giving me crap for it, but like I don't know. Like I said before, at some point I would love to make a video called like everything you don't know about being a YouTuber, cuz like it is actually insane like the more time you spend on this platform creating content, like just sort of the mental space that it puts you in. And I just feel like I'm at a point where like I'm tired of like not that you guys bully me into like doing stuff on my chip. Like it just, I remember I used to kind of like, people used to. I don't exactly know if it used to be about unlisted videos, but I used to explain sort of like my process by which I either post videos or why I choose to do what I do. And like I don't know, I feel like maybe it's just like my niceness. People just like I get a lot of hate for it. Like I get people like I remember like this is actually maybe what I was thinking of. I guess we're in LSSQ lore territory now. A few months ago, or maybe several months ago, I don't remember how long ago it was. At some point, like within the past year, I wanted to do like a channel cleanup. So I went to my channel and I took down videos, I guess kind of like along the lines of privating and unlisting stuff. I would take down videos that I just felt like were cluttering up the channel, that just didn't fit the channel's vibe, that felt like they were weighing me down. I just wanted to kind of like clean a little bit. And I kind of said I made a community post just so people would know like, hey, this is what happened. I kind of like am in a different like headspace now. I want to get rid of some of these older videos, make room for new videos. And I tried to explain it in that channel post, like very like neutral, right? Like a neutral standpoint. And like that post got so much hate. People were like trashing on me for like trying to like, better my channel just because I took down a video that had like 10,000 views or whatever, right? And I just feel like after that point, I kind of took like the minds. I kind of like had to take the mindset of like, you know, not to be mean, because I don't like being mean, but after people attacked me over that, I just feel like I had to feel like I had to defend my decisions with like an iron fist now. Like if I upload a video and it doesn't do good, I'm going to take it down, whether you like it or not. Like that's the way it has to be. That's how I operate on YouTube. And I just feel like I can't please everyone, and I can't be nice all the time, because then people walk over you if you're too nice. And when you've been on YouTube for 14 years, you will learn that you cannot please everyone. So there you go. Justin said they have every deleted LSSQ stream and stuff. Well, even if you do, I mean, and see, the thing with like the streams and stuff too, also I'll add you to the list. The thing with the streams and stuff, right, is that's something else too, is people say like, well, why do you private your streams and stuff? But like, the streams are the number one thing that clutters up my channel. That's why even my best streams, even my most favorite streams where we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff, I don't even keep them public. I keep them unlisted because they clutter up the channel. Like 3-hour live streams clutter up the channel. Like they do. That's the way that it goes. So I do keep those streams unlisted in a playlist because I think, you know, the streams are, you know, some of the streams are worth keeping up. But even the ones that I took down, there's nothing crazy in them or whatever. It's just sometimes streams flow better than others. Sometimes we talk about more interesting topics than others. Sometimes we do nothing for the whole stream, and it's like, do I want a 3-hour stream where we talk about nothing as a highlighted video on my channel? Like, no, I don't. The lost cover? Oh, yeah, you can do that, Fukaze, either on like Twitter or whatever, I guess. I don't think you can send stuff in I don't think you can send stuff here, but you can DM me on Discord or Twitter or anywhere. I've been going through my inboxes and stuff more recently. I don't even know what we were doing with this thread. So there might be, so after a bit more looking, I think election promos. So they could be like election promos or something. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll have to look more into this later. I think I came across this thread at one point. But this sounds like it could be potential for like a segment in a video. It has that like Ed E Eduardo like vibe going on. I do have the old stream channel that I never really did anything with. I suppose it's a possibility, but again though, who's gonna know about that channel though? My Discord is just LSuperSonicQ. The Google Doc detailing the Pekala shorts. I may have seen it. I may have seen that. Oh, anything new with JBVO? I think did someone super chat me earlier and say that, and I missed it, I think. Oh yeah, Roxasaurus said, speaking of CN, is there anything new with JBVO? As far as I know, there has not been anything new with JBVO, which is a little unfortunate because I knew there were people who had access to certain content from JBVO that they were thinking about, or they were attempting to archive. They released a couple episodes, but that's all I heard from that. So nothing new besides that, which is a little unfortunate because they've been working on that project for a long time, trying to get more JBVO up. So I'm not really sure what had been happening with that. But there were a couple episodes that were posted a while ago that were related to that archive, but I haven't heard anything from those people in a long time. I think it was maybe these three, or these three. I think these three came from the archive, but that's it. I think they're on archive.org, maybe. Learning to tie a tie while watching this stream. Yo, Michael's mega. I used to be like so good at tying ties. I don't think I've had to wear a tie for quite a while though, but I used to be really good at it. Oh, Jamie on Twitter, Fukaza. Okay, yeah. Oh, Parpar said me and my friends. I don't know if. Oh, also someone said wait a bill. Okay, I saw someone earlier said wait a billion thing. Oh yeah. Kringlet said wait there were literally a billion things found today. We actually talked about like half a dozen things like at the first half an hour or so of the stream. You can maybe go back and replay that if you want to see what they were. Um, and then I was gonna say I have not seen the search for the original Jeff the Killer image, Bill's Mafia. I joined the Discord server and I was supposed to look into it, but I just never had time. Other things got in the way, and unfortunately, I never got around to it. And then I saw Parpar. Yeah, the thing with me and my friends actually is I don't know if you've been following me and my friends, but we found a guy with a tape and he just kind of ghosted us. Uh, like we've come a long way since my old video and all that stuff. So we found someone with a tape and they ghosted us, I believe, just for unknown reasons. I don't think it was anything we really anyone did. That was we've talked about me and my friends for the past couple streams though, but yeah, we kind of got ghosted unfortunately. Cranky Boots, thanks for stopping by. Um, Nostalgia Mation said Homestar Runner and Blues Clues in the scary Cubo shutdown. Mario wants LSSQ's liver to use it to make KFC for his cursed commercial cats. I feel like there's a lot of LSSQ lore we could pull from that. Mario wants my liver apparently. Man, I haven't thought about that Cubo screen thing in a long time. I'm pretty sure I've come across that before. Also, Nostalgia Mation, are you at 15 or are you at 10? I'll just do 15 because I lost count. I feel like you maybe did more than just that. The Hate Hurts You PSA. I feel like I've heard about that before, actually. Is there a rabbit hole I fell into recently? It was the Avatar creation stuff, Epic Friend. Did you watch my video on the found collectibles? It's in that video, Avatar Creations. And also, we talked about it earlier in this stream. A toy company that never really got off the ground, and they had prototypes of Sonic and Mario that were made, and they're all, like, lost. That's an insane rabbit hole. Going back through the old video game toy companies. Oh, what's the four? Oh, my Discord. It's like 9101. Oh yeah, check that out at Epic Friend because that segment's in the video. I will say though, like man, I've been trying to go through. I think I'm like all caught up on Discord DMs. I have a million billion Twitter DMs to go through, and I've kind of been going through my emails. So that's that. Oh, add me as a friend on the Switch. I think I did post my Switch friend code at some point. Yeah, you can do that, Epic Friend. I feel like the days of just posting my friend code like online are like over now though, because I would just get way too many. Like like 4 years ago, I used to post it on Twitter, and people used to add me, and I used to play Smash. I feel like I could never do that now because I would just get flooded with requests from people I don't even know. Are you friends with me on like Twitter or something, Epic Friend? I can like DM it to you. Yeah. Um, I don't think I've hit the maximum friends thing on the Switch yet. Yo, Jamarcus Mudkip, what's up? Oh yeah, DM me and I'll or yeah, okay, that sounds good, Epic Friend. Oh, is your email a good way to talk about lost media topics? Uh, KTG5. I honestly think the best way to message me is probably on Discord because like I'm on Discord quite a bit and like I'll always see DMs. Twitter, I'm not on Twitter all the time and I think Twitter's DMs are really clunky. So stuff usually gets buried there and email is like hit or miss. Like sometimes if I remember to check my email, I'll catch something when it's new. But if I forget to check for a while, then it gets. So I would say Discord is probably the best way to DM me. Oh, that's $10. Okay, I'll fix that. And then Jamarcus Mudkip said, some Macy's parade lost media news. 30 minutes of the 2000s parade unofficial CBS broadcast has been found. I still have our script. I still have our script. That is going to come out this year because it's already written. So that will come out this year, Jamarcus Mudkip. I swear it. I felt really bad that I wasn't able to pull that out for last year, but I can't believe they're still finding new parade stuff. Actually, that's really crazy. My Discord thing is LSuperSonicQ 9101. I don't know if I've ever gotten spam bots in Discord, Slim Cognito. I don't think I've ever gotten spam bots on there. Well, I can't believe we've only been going for an hour and a half. I feel like this is one of those streams I feel like we've been going for like 3 hours. Also, what was hiccups? Was it a meme or was it a real thing? Oh, did I say Discord? I meant Twitter. I feel like on Twitter I haven't seen any of that either. Oh, Twitter. Oh, I have been added to group chats on Twitter before. I hate that. If you want to like anger me very quickly, add me to a group chat. Like I absolutely hate when people do that, especially if I don't know anybody in the group chat. I feel like it's like Yo Gabba Gabba time. I feel like we gotta keep true on the talking about Yo Gabba Gabba for 7 streams. Discord thing is not working. It's LSuperSonicQ 9101. There's nothing else to it. I feel like this is maybe the third or fourth stream where we've talked about this. Yo Gabba Gabba. Whoa, you can say something to get them to block you, Barry? That's a good tactic. I never thought about that. I don't think we've done 7 of these yet, though. Is the Hate Hurts PSA like NSFL or something? I thought someone like told me there was a PSA that was that once or something. Creep B said, "When's the next vid gonna be about?" It's like you combined like when is it coming out and what is it gonna be about in one thing. Well, the topic is secret, so I'm not gonna say it. When is it gonna be out? I would like for it to be out early next week or this coming week, I guess. Yeah, this week. Um, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So it might be more like the end of the week. I'm not super sure yet, but at some point this week, if I can get it out earlier in the week, I will do that. But I don't want to like promise that if it doesn't come out. When's the Saturn stream coming out though? I mean, man, I still don't know about the Saturn stream, you guys. I would like to do that at some point, but oh, I got a game recently. Kingdom Grand Prix. I got that game recently, actually. It was kind of hard because of the weird racing thing. And then I found out there's a code to disable all the racers, which I haven't tried that yet. Oh, speaking of Kingdom Grand Prix, can't spell. This is the best video game character of all time. Where is it? Have you guys heard of Honest John from Kingdom Grand Prix? I guess there's no artwork of him, strangely. Well, there's a yeah, there's like a steampunk robot guy in this shmup game, and his name is Honest John, and I laughed so hard because like that's the last name you'd expect to find in a Japanese shmup for a steampunk character, steampunk mech character. Morrow said, "Hi, love your channel." Thanks for stopping by, Morrow, and I choose to take that the title literally is it literally a billion. Well, it was close to a billion. It may have only been a million, but yes, I did know that there were hidden characters in Battle Garega. Yes, I learned about that option mode. Enable this one thing and you unlock 4 characters or 8 characters or whatever. Yeah, I remember. I don't know where I read that, but I had come across it. Yeah, Kingdom Grand Prix is kind of hard though. Not like a big fan of it. Well, it's I love the sprite art, but I need to spend more time with it to really get a better feel for it. My first playthrough, I wasn't a huge fan. Updates on me and my friends. There's been no. Also, yes, I believe Honest John is a Pinocchio reference. I believe. Well, I don't know if that's like if that was intentional from the developers, but yeah, like I didn't even know that. That like this fox guy from Pinocchio that's where the name comes from. I had no idea. No me and my friends updates. And Flint Tongue is starting their first Lost Media search soon. Well, good luck with that. Hope you are successful. First Lost Media searches. It's like I don't know what is like doing a first Lost Media search like. I can't think of like a good comparison, but like I remember my first Lost Media search back in the day. I don't think is there We Bare Bears Lost Media because I'm not certain about that. If you want to see weirdly animated show from the early 2000s, look up Audrey and Friends. I think someone actually did mention Audrey and Friends to me once. Let me go look that up really quick. Did you DM me about that, or did someone? I feel like I read a DM about that. The third never got ported. Is Kingdom Grand Prix 3? Isn't that on the Sega City Mini V thing? No. No. It's not on that. It's on the There's a new collection from Limited Run Games, I think. Is it on that? I'm pretty sure it's on that. I thought there was 1, 2, and 3. It's coming out for PS4, I think. I saw that the other day too. They're coming out with 2 shmup collections. Oh, also add you, Matt, to the list. Thanks for the super chat. Whoa. Nice. I wish there was some like Saturn game news or something I could talk about. Found stuff. Brub is peace now. Thanks for stopping by, Brub. The SpongeBob chocolate milk commercial was reanimated frame by frame by someone? I guess it's kind of cool. I'm not really sure why someone would do that, but I guess that's kind of cool. I didn't see that. I want to see the artwork of this or whatever. Wow, this is actually like entirely lost. Like almost entirely lost. Whoa. This looks actually really bizarre. It kind of looks like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say like Angela Anaconda, but like something very strange like that, you know? I've never now I have to read this actually. I want to see what it's a British animated television series created by David Bennett. Um, ran on the Milkshake block. Okay. Did this show cause a family divorce? Delta Fox said maybe. And what a classic topic that is. That's all. Whenever I think of Angela Anaconda, that's all I think of is the divorce thing. The series revolves around a teenage girl named Audrey with her pet dog and her friends, and they live in a world of the internet, texting, and love potions. That's a really strange like combination of things. The show was animated and produced by Impossible Television. Bennett pitched the show to Channel 5 with a pilot that ended up airing on 26 episodes. So it was basically a British cartoon. And the show didn't have good ratings. Oh, Milkshake is Channel 5's morning children's book. Okay, so like Nick Jr. Okay. Kind of just a funny name though, like Milkshake. Hey kid, want to watch Milkshake? I can't believe like so the pilot was found, but like none of the actual like content from the show. That's crazy. At least there's documentation for it all. Oh yeah, this was the arrow that I saw was mentioned. Oh, this is background art. I mean, I guess it does have like a kid show style to it. Um, I was gonna say, how did this show do in ratings? But we already established it did bad in ratings, I guess. Or it's more like the weird looking characters. Oh my god, that's kind of horrifying, actually. I can imagine this being like an Adult Swim show or something, like with those designs. This reminds me of like I said 12-ounce mouse or something. I don't know how I feel about this. This definitely has like a weird, like older tone to it. Oh, there's other stuff on here from Milkshake. Oh, Peppa Pig. Did Peppa Pig air in Milkshake? JDJ's, what are we doing? We're looking at a almost entirely lost British kids show. They're shaped like spoons. They actually kind of are. Yeah. Now that you say, I knew they like looked like something. Yeah, they do kind of look like spoons. That's funny. I didn't even like realize that. Smith Zero said Peppa Pig is/was on Milkshake. It's mainly on Nick Jr. these days. Sometimes getting a dedicated channel. CITV. Astro Farm sounds familiar. I think I've seen Astro Farm before, or something about it before. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with any of this stuff actually. I really never looked into. Oh, this is almost let's say almost all found. I guess not really. It's like maybe half found. Yeah, I have not looked into Milkshake or British stuff too much at all. So this is kind of like new to me. American dub of Peppa Pig. I know this is still, yeah, the Tickle You Peppa Pig, which is like mostly lost. Yeah, actually, this is more found than I thought it was. I haven't looked at this in a while. If I did a British accent epic find, I think I would offend British people. So I'm gonna not do that. Like I can't do any accents. I'm not good at like impressions. Um, was there an article for Tickle You on here? Wow, there was. Gosh dang, Tickle You, which I think I just realized is this supposed to be like a university, like like a college, like Tickle University. Like wow, that's Matthew said, have you ever tried checking out I Dot and Jump? I actually did watch I Dot and Jump occasionally when Cartoon Network aired it at like 6 in the morning. I remember watching it a few times. I didn't really like it. I don't think I would want to watch it now because it seems like one of those like kidsy animes. So I'm not really interested in it, but I do know what it is. I think there's some lost stuff from it, and I think there were some toys in Japan from it as well. Is there a Lost Media Wiki article for this? Tickle You is better than Cartoonito. That sounds like a hot take. Oh, there was an Animax Asia dub? No way. Oh my god. Aired on Nick India. The US dub. They were released by Hasbro. The marketing failed. Yep, okay, it's 6 a.m., 5 a.m. Yeah, I knew it was really early in the morning. Good job, Cartoon Network. And they used to do that back in the day. Cartoon Network always used to do that. They would put shows they either didn't want to promote or shows they didn't think were going to do good in, like, the 6 a.m. death slot, as it was called. And, like, that was it. You never heard from the show again. It looks like some of this stuff has been found, though. Which I guess is good. Japanese version is archived. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of like Woolen Warriors, how they just dumped the rest of that series onto like AOL Video. I think there's a thing on Woolen Warriors on the wiki. Yeah, This must have been made while there were still lost episodes. This article. Animax dub of Peppa Pig. That's funny. There's an episode called Crybaby. Crybaby Lane. My video on it. Yeah, I guess Woolen Warriors is kind of like a topic that's been like done to death already. There's nothing else to really say about it. If it was still lost, I think people would be more like interested in it, but like nowadays I don't even see people talking about this. Yeah, I haven't seen I don't think I only know of the Animax dubs from the Full Metal Alchemist ones, and I guess that wasn't horrible, but I definitely prefer the Funimation ones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about like Animax dubs or dubs in general. I don't know. They're like some early dub stuff, like the Lupin the Third rumored, which probably doesn't exist. The whatever that was called. I don't even remember what it was called now. The Part 1 Lupin adaptation. I can't remember what it was called. Whatever that was, like that was interesting, but what's been found since the video? Well, there was that DS. I don't know if you saw on Twitter. There was the Animal Crossing DS that the owner messaged me about. There's a big new lead on the Oswald search. There was some game prototypes from Forest of Illusion, Conquer 64, and Dream 64, which I don't know if I talked about when they were found. Quite a handful of stuff. Nostalgiamation said, Woolen Keckrock and the Pizza Oracle on JBVO. If we ever got those other JBVO recordings, we could confirm or debunk that. Yeah, Keckrock. I feel like I haven't. I feel like Keckrock we didn't have a lot of Keckrock memes in the chat tonight. Literally, yeah, it was. Well, maybe it wasn't quite literally, but it was pretty dang close to that. Maybe instead of what did I say, a billion, maybe more like a million. I think Metroid Dread DS builds were confirmed to exist. I think they were. We never found them though. Let me check the article. This used to be a featured article on the website for a long time. Yo, Mr. Bones. Thanks for your kick rock quote. Oh, I did see the trollolol gator. I saw that. I did see that in the wiki. And ASAP man said, "Am I hoping Slamfest is found soon?" Yeah, it's been too long. I'll be so happy. Also, I don't think I knew people actually asked Craig Harris about that when the game was announced. I remember talking to him about it, I think, for my video back when I did that. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and I guess there's a little controversial because he said he read a script and now he's saying he doesn't remember anything. Or oh, I thought he was saying he didn't see a script. He's just saying he doesn't remember what was in it. Okay. Um, I hope someday this shows up, but I would be surprised if it ever did. We'd probably need like another leak or something for it to happen. Um, I don't think we ever. I don't remember the Fox Kids game thing. I thought about that recently, actually. It kind of fell into obscurity again. I don't think we ever got a conclusion for that. I think some people had like messaged me with what they thought it was, but we never got a clear answer on it, and I kind of lost interest in it actually. So I haven't been following it. I think that's still a kind of like an unsolved mystery. I don't think they found Hitogata either. Slingo, that the article didn't mention. I don't know why people are saying they found it. I did see some people were saying like um, they've seen it and they know what it is, but I think it's just like hype. What's up, Eli? We talked about a lot of different things earlier on. Lots of different found stuff that showed up, and you can go back in the replay. It was like a half an hour, so we talked about that. What's up, Flowers for Saturn and Clover Cake? Glad you could stop by. Metaroni, have you considered getting someone or on Twitter or something to draw you thumbnails? I'm not really interested in like drawing thumbnails actually. I think taking something from the topic that already exists is like a better representation of um like the video content. I've tried drawing thumbnails in the past, but I felt like they just never. I don't know. I just don't think they would fit the channel very well, and I don't think they would help people click on the videos any more than they do already. Um, Plush Experience has been just saying Psyduck for like the past long time. I don't actually know what else we could do right now. I feel like we covered it's been what 2 hours. I feel like usually 2 hours is pretty light on the searching side actually for stuff. Did I hear they're going to delete all non-account photos next month? I did not. I wonder if that will end up leading to some lost media of like things people posted relating to like, like a game beta or just like something, to go with like something else that they had posted on a different website. Like now all that's going to be like gone, like kind of like YouTube and annotations, it's like all these pieces of like all these like add-on pieces to videos are going to be gone now. Yo, Michael. Oh, Michael's Mega's going to prom next week. I forgot it was like prom season actually. Totally forgot about that. Well, I guess have fun. I guess me going to prom is lost media forever because I didn't go and I'll never be able to experience it. So that's a lost media or whatever the theoretical, or I don't even remember what I don't know what our term for that is. Lost, whatever. I think I told you guys my like awful horrible prom story one time. Uh, Bazooka Joey said, "What was the most craziest thing found this week?" It was definitely the here. I'll just put this on screen again because it was really cool. It was definitely the winner of the Animal Crossing DS messaging me out of nowhere and saying like, "Hey, I have this." It was this DS. 4 years ago, I made a video about this, and just the other day, the person that owned it messaged me and said, "Oh, I have it." That was that was probably the most insane to me. Um, Tony said, "Have you ever looked into lost slash unidentified music?" I've never looked into unidentified music. I've seen like Wang's video on the most mysterious song, which was a really cool mystery. But um, I've done some music videos myself on like Panic at the Disco and My Chemical Romance, but it's really hard researching stuff like that because you're not just gonna find like lost songs out in the wild. So the topics really have to be interesting for me to like cover them. Rob's Media actually did a video recently that I narrated some of on pieces of lost music, so you guys can check that out. Actually, I think I plugged it last week too. The best Animal Crossing game, Black Marker, is definitely the GameCube one. There is absolutely no question. Um, is the American GameCube one? That's the best, and I refuse to hear otherwise. Super Robbie Bros said, just arrived. Was the Nickelodeon Oswald ad found? No, that the ad was not found yet, but we did find a new um, piece of evidence that could lead us to it, and it was this. Someone claimed this was posted back in 2002. Someone claimed to have seen it in July of 2002, or June or July of 2002. So we're focusing our search efforts here, and hopefully that will lead to its discovery very soon. Oh, a Filipino PSA got found? I don't know if I heard about that one. Oh, so that was last year? Maybe I haven't heard about that one. That's kind of old. Oh, New Leaf was really good too. I actually forgot about New Leaf. No, I really enjoyed New Leaf for the time I was playing it. That's probably like number two for me. Like definitely number two. I did really enjoy New Leaf. I should revisit New Leaf actually. I haven't played that in such a long time, but I should. I don't have a 3DS anymore, and I don't really want to buy a new one because my old one broke. Um, but yeah, New Leaf was really good. I don't think it's better than the GameCube one though. And I do really like New Horizons, but I just have my problems with it, like I have talked about before. And I think, in general, the way that they handled the content in that game was really not ideal. They should have, if they were gonna do what they were gonna like release content like they did for it, it should have been like, you know, like every month we should have gotten something new. But I think they stopped for quite a bit of time. And by the time the Roost update came and all that stuff, I think most people were kind of tapped out of the game. Doesn't really bother Nintendo though, because it's one of the best-selling Switch games because of it coming out right at the beginning of the pandemic, and like if they had spent more time developing it, they would have missed that window. So like, doesn't matter to them. They made so much money on it. But yeah, I think looking at it from a viewpoint of all the games, I definitely think just because of the way that New Horizons was handled, it isn't one of the stronger games. I mean, maybe looking at it, maybe like a new player that's going to go into it right now and experience the whole game in one go will have a different opinion of it. But I think as like a day one player, I just remember really enjoying the game at the beginning, and then slowly as more time went on, there were just like less things to do. And by the time they updated the game with all the other stuff, it was like, oh, okay, you'd play it for a couple days or whatever to do the new stuff, and then you'd do nothing until the next update. Um, so Shutter Eyes said, I actually have a Foster's Home Berry plush that's in the picture with the Chowder and Flapjack ones. Not sure how rare she is. Yeah, I think I think the Foster's Home plushes are actually quite rare. I don't really see them a lot anymore. Yeah, if you want to look at these prices, I mean, well, I guess Barry's only 80. This Mac is 140 for some reason, and even Eduardo's a lot. It probably depends on the price and the condition and this and that. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, they're all pretty hard to find. I mean, $80 for a Kelly Toy plush is a lot anyway, and you don't see them show up very often either. These have always been pretty hard to find. How much is the My Jim Partners a monkey plush? I don't. What company made those actually? Are those employee plushes only? I want to say those are employee only plushes or web store plushes or something. There's one eBay listing for $900, which makes me think that is absolutely overvaluing how much it's actually worth. They may have been employee plushes though. I honestly don't remember. I would not pay $900 for it though. Maybe they weren't employee only ones. I'm not really sure. Doesn't really say. Snipe that Jake for $36 on a bid. Nice. Way better than paying $900, which I don't think anyone will ever pay anyway. No plush is worth not $900. I would argue the only one that might be would maybe be like a Gamma plush in mint condition. Sonic Adventure 1 Gamma in mint condition. Actually, that's probably worth way more than that. Honestly. Because those things are just like deteriorating every day. But other than that, though, yeah, it'd be a tough sell on anything else. You could host a cartoon/video game merch antiques roadshow. That'd be actually cool. Could you imagine that? Like a video game plush antiques roadshow. I don't know if I can check my DMs on stream because it usually lag. Like my computer is at like absolute capacity right now, doing all its stuff. I don't think I could check it on stream. I usually check that stuff after the stream if that's okay. Or we could just show it next stream anyway. Like we always revisit topics and stuff. Go from convention to convention, evaluating rare merchandise. It's the most expensive Happy Meal toy? I don't actually know what that would be. Isn't this a prototype? Didn't even think that came out. I don't know anything about Happy Meal toys though. So that I do not know. Like you just type in Cartoon Network plush and you get like the Kelly toy ones. They're like synonymous with like Cartoon Network plushes now. Is this a real Puffy Yumi plush? I've never seen that before. That looks real to me. Yeah, I've never seen that. Wow. There's so much Cartoon Network merchandise I've never seen before. I think this is a real Courage plush as well. Unless it's fake, but I thought it was. I thought they made a real one. I think I have this blue. I have him like in a bag. I think he's from like a Singapore airline or something. Oh, maybe that's what this is from too, actually. Yeah, Singapore Airlines. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that the set was that big. Squirrel Boy Rodney Piggy Bank. Whoa. New Jersey storage unit. I didn't even know they made Squirrel Boy stuff. What is it? A bank? Maybe there's no pictures of it online. I remember these are like Happy Meal toys. Oh, there's a plush of the kid, Andy or whatever his name is. Yeah, I guess there's nothing online about that actually. Yo, what's up, Muffin? Oh, check eBay sold listings. I don't want to go on eBay because I didn't adjust it for like probably says my like location and stuff, so I don't want to go on eBay. What I really like is the statues from Cartoon Network, like the ones that you could only buy from their web store. They're just so expensive and rare. It's like insane. I mean, this Ed and Eddie one's like $240. Foster's Home. Well, I guess 160 isn't that bad, but like they can get really expensive. I wish I bought the Megas XLR one when there was a guy on eBay that had them, and I didn't buy them. And that's unfortunate because now you can't find them. And I knew once they were going to be gone, they were going to be gone. And oh, they're gone. Oh, cool. From Toy Fair. Yeah, these are all sold on their web store. Oh, there's the Megas XLR one up there. Yeah, I wish I had that. I'm so angry I didn't buy that when I had the chance, but like it was always so much money. Superhero stuff. I'm not a big superhero fan. 13-inch Batman, is that like fabric? Ooh, that's like a fabric action doll. 1/4 scale Superman. Oh, it has fabric on the clothing too. That's cool. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at when it comes to superhero stuff. But the Card Network stuff is cool. I just wish the picture wasn't so far away. Nice Bugs Bunny statues. These are probably sold on Cartoon Network's web store as well. Remember these figures? The font that's used on the bottom of this packaging looks like Animal Crossing font. Looney Tunes. They made a lot of Looney Tunes figures, I guess. I didn't know that. Some of these are really nice looking too. Oh yeah, and these are cool too. Like the Teen Titans statues. That says 89 US dollars, so it originally sold for $89, and I'm absolutely sure. Yeah, 379. It's about $300 more than it used to go for, or when it was originally sold. That one's 400, and oh, that was broken. Um, Man, I wish I could find someone selling this Magus XLR statue. And oh yeah, and there's also this figure of the robot. I think people have had those on eBay every now and then, but they're always like thousands of dollars, and it's like no, like not worth that much money at all. Oh yeah, Blues Clues and Wiggles. Yeah, the blueprints clip. Yeah, I think that was leaked. I think yeah, I guess leaked is the right word. I think that was stolen, or the rumor was it was stolen from Viacom, so no one wanted to talk about it. I think I made a statement about it a couple weeks ago though. The recent Animaniac statues of the three pigeons I have not. But I was gonna say that I have seen. Yeah, I was thinking about. You see these for sale every now and then. Statues of the Animaniacs that were used at the Warner Brothers stores, like life size statues. Every now and then these show up on eBay. I don't remember how much they were the last time I saw them, but yeah, they're really, really cool though. There were a lot of there were a lot of Warner Brothers store statues, like retail display statues that you couldn't buy. Yeah, like I think this was like a famous. These were like famous pictures I had come across before. I think these were maybe the ones, like life size ones that they would have at the store locations. Yeah, like see like ones that would be used in displays and stuff. Did any of you guys ever go to the Warner Brothers store though back in the day? I actually had one near me, and I went. I was so small though. I barely remember it, but I did go to one, so I can say that. And I do remember some of these statues that they had on the walls and stuff. It's too bad that there are no stores around. No Warner Brothers stores currently. I think there were some international locations too, but they may have all closed. But yes, the Warner Brothers store did sell cells and production drawings. Yes, I do remember that. I don't remember how much money they were, but I remember they did have those, which is insane to think about nowadays. But like back in the year 2000, like no one cared about those. It's like crazy. I think Cartoon Network's web store also had cells that they used to put up for sale. Oh, life-size video game character statues. We could yeah, I can look that up too. Um, SL Smith said, "Have you heard of the lost media involving Crash Nebula, the spinoff of Fairly Odd Parents?" Yes, I've heard of the Crash Nebula spinoff. I think that was lost, and only the Spanish version was found for a time. But then I think the English one showed up too. I'm aware of it though. Yeah. Just want to look at the old Disney store really quick. What do the Symbiotic Titan toys look like? Oh, you're funny. Good meme, Xavier P. They don't exist. Unless you didn't actually know they didn't exist. But yeah, they don't exist. Cartoon Network didn't make toys because they couldn't. They said they couldn't sell Ilana figures to boys. That's their reasoning. So go figure that one out. Yeah, I actually had an old Disney store near me for a long time, and I didn't even know it was considered an old store, which was crazy. And now it's long gone. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't make Symbiotic Titan toys. Like the mechs in the monsters, like those sell themselves. And like they it's funny they say that they couldn't sell Ilana figures, but like there was a Chitara figure in the Thundercats line, there was a Gwen figure in the Ben 10 line, there was a Mom figure from the Secret Saturdays line. Like it just I never bought that as the reason why. That to me just felt like an excuse because they had no other way out to say we don't want to continue the show. Gendy's leaving us, so they blamed the toys. That was always my theory. Oh, you sent me a picture of the bank. That's cool PR. I'll check that out. Probably after the stream though. Whoa! Oh my god, that's creepy. Oh, that's creepy. That's giving me bad vibes. Like I'm not like a liminal space guy, but like, oh, that's freaky. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I've been in one of those stores before, one of the old Disney stores, but seeing it all empty. Nope, that's some bad aura right there. I don't like that. I also I remember someone showed me oh my god, someone showed me one time they had pictures of a Disney store being uh taken apart and like taken down, and the statues were like smashed on the floor and stuff. Oh, let me see if I can find that in my stuff so I can. I think I mentioned this like last time on or a few times ago on stream. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. Oh my god, it was like the saddest thing ever. It was so creepy. Tim dumped the ROMs for Conquer and Dream, but it'll most likely be leaked anonymously, but not publicly by Tim. Well, who else would leak them though if he's the only person that has them? How could it be anonymous if he's the only guy with the ROMs? I might not be able to find these pictures, and even if I do, I don't know how I'm going to get them on screen. It was a while ago. Yeah, I might have to do this late. I might have to look later. And the reason why I can't find them is because too cluttered. Yeah, I'll have to look later for you guys. Or maybe I'll post them on Twitter if I find them. I thought I could maybe pull them up, but I'll have to look later. We can look up the video game statues though. Hold on, actually, I wanna freak myself out a little more. Where was that liminal space picture? Were there any more like this? Oh my god, is taking pictures of old Disney stores like a thing? I didn't know that was like a thing people did. Wow. Dead Mall. Oh, it'd be like store statues. What would you even like call it, I guess? Retail display? I know they make like so many of them. I know this Mario is a very famous one. The one where he's pointing, or I guess both of them he's pointing. Those ones are. I know there's like, what would you call them though? Like video game. Yeah, maybe like this, I guess. Well, I don't know. That's weird. I feel like they're not showing up. Yeah, that didn't help at all. Oh, I remember. You guys remember the Samus one? That's a classic. The life-size Metroid Prime Samus one is really cool. Some of the paint on these look. Hey, 71% off. You guys want to buy one? Because that's totally not a scam. I'll have to just like type them in because I'm not getting a good. I love this Fox one. If I ever get a chance to buy it, I will absolutely buy it. Oh well, $10,000. Maybe I'm not gonna buy it actually. I remember years and years and years ago. There was one on eBay and it like wasn't a whole lot of money, but I guess nowadays, with the value of everything going up, I love this Fox one though. This eBay one, I can't even tell if that has the stand or not. But that's a classic one. Man, I would love that statue. Yeah, I can't tell if that has the stand. It's on like a black background or a black floor. Yeah, the Shadow the Hedgehog one was also the other one I was thinking of. He has like the gun, I think. Yeah, this. That's funny. I've never seen that picture before. Also, I guess someone owns this apparently. I remember it being at E3 or whatever. Like, yeah, that's the one I remember. Like this photo, which is cool. Yeah, that's a cool one. I also really like they did a bunch of Sonic 06 ones as well. I really like whoops. I really like the Sonic 06 ones. They're so like strange looking, I guess. Or at least the Sonic is. Kind of like has really long limbs, but I think they're cool though. I like them. If I could ever buy these, I'd buy them too. I've probably said this before, but I'll say it again. I don't have any like video game statues or anything, but I actually own these. I have these life size Mike and Sully statues. I have these. Um, I believe they were raffled off, or the ones that I have were raffled off at Toys R Us. Back I guess when the movie came out, and we ended up winning them. So I have those. They don't look like that. That looks wow. That looks awful. The eye looks like it came out or something. Yeah, they're supposed to have stands like they do have stands and stuff, and um, Sully is huge. It's hard to, I think Sully's must be at least as tall as. Oh yeah, maybe is it a. Yeah, this is a good kind of a good representation of their size, if you can kind of tell. Um, I mean, Sully is huge. Mike is pretty small, but yeah, I do have these, and I have no idea like how many exist or how many are left. I'm pretty sure mine are still in like mint condition. But yeah, cool stuff. I wish I had some video game ones though. I can't think of any other. Show them I can. They're in my basement. At many years ago, I did want to go in my basement and like make a, I guess like do a live stream or whatever of them, and I never did. Maybe at some point I will. Because I never had room for them anywhere else. Need a photo of Sully wearing an LSSQ shirt and Mike holding a Keckrock pillow. Now that would be a good meme. Yeah, last time I checked them, they were fine. Have you heard of the Funky Furby 2005 Lost ad? I do not. I don't think I've heard of that. Are they boxed or unboxed? They're un. I don't think they even came in boxes. Um, I think we put like bags over them or something. Yeah, if I can't get if I can't do a stream of them or whatever, I'll at least take a picture for Twitter at some point. I kind of forgot about them actually, but yeah, they're there. Also, I guess I didn't realize Mike was a meme, so yeah, I own a life size meme. I can't think of any other video game statues that are worth looking up. What about like? I see there's a life size Flapjack statue. I think that was at a convention. Where is it? Now we're just getting creepy Flapjack images. I know I've seen a Flapjack. Where is it? Is this lost media or am I just crazy? I know I've seen like a life size Flapjack statue that was used at a convention or at the studio or something. I can't believe I can't find a picture of that. He was like standing on one leg or something. Oh, it was this one. It was this one. Yeah. That looks huge. I don't know where this was though. I don't know what convention it was at. Wasn't even a picture I was remembering, but I think the weight must be positioned correctly where it wouldn't fall over. It looks like it's like bolted to a, to a platform. I actually don't know if there are any other like. Did Cartoon Network ever make any other? Oh, there's a Ben 10. Never seen the Ben 10 one. I typed in Cartoon Network. I don't know why I'm getting like not Cartoon Network things. Life-size Dio and Jotaro statue. Holy crap. At Wonderfest. Imagine posing next to Dio. Oh, this isn't. Okay, that's cool. But I wish they did like regular. I guess I wish they did like regular, like Dio in his regular outfit, so you could recreate the meme. You know what I'm talking about? That one manga panel. I guess you could still do it with the red Dio, but I know that's not the original costume. It's a Star Platinum one. 60% off Star Platinum statue. I've seen a Josuke one. Yeah, this one. I've seen the Josuke one is really cool. That's like my favorite one. I would love to like see that in real life. Oh, there's a close up of the Jotaro one. Those look so good, man. I Oh, is this old Joseph? I can't even tell. Are those even life size? They don't even look life. Those can't be life size. Oh, the Rayman statue. The Rayman statue is a classic, actually. Oh my God, $300 for a little McDonald's toy or something. Yeah, this statue, classic Rayman statue. He's kind of just like attached to this big long beam thing. That's a really cool statue. The same people that made this, I believe, made the Metroid one as well, the Samus that we looked at earlier. Yeah, there's also this too, which isn't a life-size statue, but it's a like a resin statue. It's very, very rare. I remember seeing this a long time ago. Um, yeah, I don't even know. I don't look for Rayman stuff, so I don't know how rare this stuff is to find, but I'm sure it's like impossible to find. Rayman stuff has always been like really elusive. I mean, I don't even see a lot of different photos of some of these just in passing here. Even these stupid McDonald's toys are usually expensive when you find them. Yeah, $350 for those. Like it's insane. Rayman collecting is like really unbelievable. Oh, it's a press kit statue. Ah, did not know that. So it's even rarer than I thought it was. I thought it was just like a retail statue or something. I think I know Mega. There must be Mega Man statues. I know there's a couple bobbleheads. I know First Four Figures did some statues. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything really like life size though, and I don't know if there's anything like. Well, I guess you want this Mega Man powered up statue. I don't know if there's anything like old. I don't know if there's any like old resin Mega Man statues or anything. Um, there's the Minted Labs action doll that never came out though. I did get a refund for. So I wish that came out or the prototype would show up because I would love that. People thought it looked weird, but I don't know. I liked how it looked. There was actually a second version of this as well, with a different face and I think body sculpt too maybe. Um, I think I have a picture of that, but I don't know a lot about Mega Man stuff either. But there's a lot of cool stuff though. Like enough cool stuff where if you wanted something cool, you could find something. Yeah, I have heard about the unreleased Food Fight merchandise, Benjamin. Thoughts on Okami? I haven't played it, but I really want to. I've heard it's a really good game. I think my one of my friends had it, I think, when we were in middle school, and I watched him play it a little bit. Yeah, here's the stupid merchandise. I remember like someone telling me the book was like better than, or the book was a more accurate representation of like the movie or something. And in the plushes, the plushes. Coveted pieces of lost media right now, Gary. Probably Slamfest is one of them. Me and my friends. Maybe Hitogata's like kind of become popular again. Those would probably be the three off the top of my head. Man, this looks like a guy from like Hoodwinked or something. I can't believe these actually like came out. Yeah, there was kind of a lot that got found. I don't think I can say any of your name because it's two swear words put into one. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that got found. Oh, Namco made these. This one's damaged, I guess. $19. Charlie Sheen, the Charlie Sheen dog plush. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff, including like a rare DS console and some plushes and a big new lead in the Oswald commercial search. We talked about it in the first like 30 minutes, I think. Are there any life-size food fight statues? That's the real question. Life-size food fight statues. Brain pop shirt? Brain pop shirt? What the heck? Are there brain pop figures? Oh, no, I guess not. I was thinking maybe they made figures of those characters. Tim and Moby or whatever it is. Life-size Link. Oh, I remember that one too. He's like standing on like a cliff or something, and it was promoting Twilight Princess, I think. Oh crap! I haven't seen this one actually. That looks awesome. That's really cool. Oh, and I forgot they added a new one at Nintendo NY as well. The one I was thinking of was this one. I think that was Twilight Princess era. That's one of the first ones, I think. I guess we've come quite a long way since then. Like these ones, this one looks so much better. I didn't even know that one existed. I wish I could get a better picture of the Twilight Princess one. Oh, you can buy this for 4,000 euros or pounds. Is it like $5,000? Or is it euros? Still, that's like, you want to buy this for like $5,000 or whatever? That's actually really cool. I didn't know you could buy these. I wonder if it's like old stock or something. Imagine just having like Link in your house. Um, I don't think there are any other ones. Like there aren't as many like Link ones like there are Sonic and stuff. Um, I'm trying to think of other ones I've come across. Any life-size Donkey? There is an old Donkey Kong one. I believe it's kind of done in the same style as that Fox that I showed earlier. Okay, I forgot about the Nintendo one, like the Nintendo NY one or whatever. I think I saw this one when I went there. I was thinking of, yeah, like this one I think is the one I was thinking of. That's an old one from Donkey Kong Country, I think. Actually, what is this website? Oh, wait, where is that other... Hold on, I saw... Whoa. $2,000 for the statue. I thought this was maybe like a website that documented statues or something. Yeah, the life-size Bowser one, I don't think I ended up seeing that one. I don't think they had that one at Nintendo NY when I went. I think it was the Donkey Kong one. There's a Pikmin one too, I think, at Nintendo NY. I don't think there's a life-size Waluigi one, though. Or Wario. I've never seen a Waluigi or a Wario. Yeah, that's a cool statue, though. I'm thinking of other ones I've come. There was a Pikmin one, like I said. Whoa, custom Pikmin plushes. Yeah, I don't even remember it being one with Alf in it, but I think it was just the Pikmin when it was at Nintendo NY. Unless I'm misremembering. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was that. I don't remember it being like that, though. I'm surprised there's no, like, Wind Waker statue or anything. Oh, the Star Fox? Yeah, we looked at the Star Fox one. That was the first one we looked at, actually. SL Smith. You can actually see it in this photo right here. Whoa! What are those other statues? Are those customs? They look like customs. I've never seen those before. That's cool, though. Like, it just looks cool. Also, people in their Animal Crossing statues, type in GameCube statue, that's what you get. It's funny. The Mario trophy from Animal Crossing, that's a classic too. Nickelodeon had a Kellogg's promotional DVD. Oh, and you could get a DVD. I think I've heard there's been a lot of promotional material from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network in Kellogg's cereal. Um, I don't know what I would even look up though for that. Like Kellogg's Nickelodeon DVD. Do you own any first four figure statues, LSSQ? I do not, which I regret a whole lot. I've always loved the older ones that they made. Some of their first few that came out. Um, I can't even find them anymore because they're so old. I remember when these came out, like right when they were coming out. I can't even find pictures of them because they're so old. When these first ones, yeah, like these old ones, the Sheik, the Skull Kid, Darunia, Fierce Deity. I remember when those came out. These ones were fantastic at the time. They did a whole bunch of Metroid ones too. I'm not even sure if people even know that these exist because they only see the new ones. But like I remember when this one came out, and yeah, the price on them back then was so cheap when you think about how much a statue costs. It was only $100, but like at the time, that was a lot of money for a statue. This was like 2009. I never could afford them, so I don't have any of them. And now these original versions are extremely rare and expensive, which is unfortunate. But man, nothing compares to the original first four figure statues. I almost prefer these original ones compared to like the new ones that they came out. I mean, the new ones look great, but I love the old ones. They're very nostalgic. You used to see these pictures all over the place back in the day. I just could never afford them back then, and now I can't either because they're too expensive. Okay, NCSX says this is in stock. There's no way this is actually in stock. I've tried to buy from NCSX before, and their listings are, yeah, okay. I'm gonna say their listings are really weird on that website. Most of the stuff you buy, they owe me an Ichigo plush. I actually, here's some good lore. Like a year ago, I went to this listing and I bought, oh, I thought it was an Ichigo plush. I bought this, and they sent me an email and they're like, "Oh, this is like in our storage. We'll dig it out and let you know when we find it." And they like, if you don't hear back from us in a week or whatever, send us another email. And I said, "Hey, haven't heard back from you in a week," because they never found it. And I said, like, "What's up with that? What's the status on that?" And they just never emailed me back. But I never like. I think by the time I realized how long it had been, I'm not sure if I could like dispute it with PayPal or whatever. But I also think it's just a funny meme. I hope someday in the far future, because I went into my account and the order is still ongoing. It was never resolved. I hope someday in the future I get a package and it's from NCSX and I say, "What the heck is this?" "Oh, it's the Ichigo plush I ordered 15 years ago." I hope that happens someday. So kind of an ongoing meme. But yeah, this site's really weird because if you order stuff that's too old, they like won't be able to find it. And then it's really hard, like either canceling your order or getting a refund. Noodles is there F-Zero stuff? There's very few F-Zero pieces of merchandise. Um, there's a set of cars. I don't even know what you'd like call them. Yeah, there's these like little cars. There were two sets of these based on the anime. Actually, it's not even from the game. There was a set of four of these that I believe were like launchers. There's like four of the. I don't think the sculpts are the same. I think they're larger, but there's like little like launcher ones, and then I think there's even another set that has fewer cars included in it. That I think they're just like die-cast cars or something, and there's only like four of them in that set. There are no Captain Falcon figures. Jakks Pacific claimed they were going to make one at one point, and they never did. And it's just these car sets, and they're like impossible to find. There's also a board game and a like a motorized like RC set, but those are also incredibly hard to find. I don't know if they're as small as Micro Machines. They might not be as small as that. I think they're. Do you guys know what are those in Japan? Like Tomika or whatever. Those Tomi cars. I think they might be the size of that. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how big they are. Told you a rumor that GameStop still carries GameCubes in their storage room. I worked at GameStop many years ago, and I can confirm there were no GameCubes back there. But yeah, there isn't a lot of F-Zero merchandise, so that's basically all there is. I did hear the Lammer Jammy arcade cabinet was found. Yes, I also did hear that. Also, these prices seem like, yeah, they're just eBay crap prices. You could probably find this stuff for half as much on a Japanese site. Also, yeah, canceled movies are considered lost media, Daffodil. I would say they are. And I actually did do a Kekrok sculpture years ago. I actually did that. Um, but I never finished it. I only did the sculpt, so it was unpainted. Actually, there's a Kekrok merchandise. Oh yeah, I have some of these. I have the 3D printed figure and I have the plush. There's a Kekrok blog actually. Where is it? Huh, I thought there was a Kekrok fan site. I swear there was a Kekrok fan site that we used to go to on the streams occasionally, and like it documented Kekrok merchandise. I don't know where it is though. Maybe it was taken down. For Bubsy merchandise, I know there's a plush that was an employee-only plush. It's one of the rarest video game plushes ever, so that's, I think, all there is for Bubsy merchandise. Yeah, it's this plush. Oh, and maybe I guess a pin and a mug and a maybe a poster too. But there's like I'm amazed Bubsy even got that much, and it was an employee-only plush. I think the last one that showed up was years ago, and it went for over $1,000 on eBay, which is crazy. Gex has a plush, I believe, and a canceled line of figures from Resaurus. The plush, I think, is the only thing that came out, though. There are Parappa the Rapper plushes, yeah, from a couple UFO plush sets in Japan. I've seen those before. I don't think they're too rare. I knew nothing about Kamen Rider. I don't know anything about the series or merchandise. I never got into Kamen Rider. I do see figures of it every now and then, though. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there are any more plushes we could, like, look up. Figures for Diddy Kong Racing. I believe they made Banjo, but did they ever make Conker? They did not make a Conker, but yes, they did do a Banjo and a what the heck is his name? Whizpig. It was Diddy, Whizpig, and Banjo. Oh yeah, and then there was this deluxe set that had Banjo and Mario from the Mario Kart line. Which, let's see how much the eBay scalper price is. Oh, $4,000. Yeah, it's about... Okay, this one's 150, which... 150 actually seems pretty good to me, actually. Yeah, so someone wants this. This looks like it's in really good shape. I don't know if it's been opened or not, but 150, that's a really good price, I think, on that. Wow. I remember seeing it for way more money back in the day. That seems really fair to me. But yeah, this was a really interesting set of figures, actually. The Diddy Kong Racing ones. I think Sly Cooper has a really rare statue. I don't know if Ty has anything, though. Jet Force Gemini probably didn't get anything. Tiny Kong had a figure that was unreleased, I think. There was a minifigure and a plush figure. Oh, there's a minifigure, a plush, and an actual figure. This is the actual figure from the Donkey Kong 64 set, and they were all canceled. So I don't think she has any merchandise that came out. I don't believe she does. Yeah, I feel like it would have come up if she did. I think Dinosaur Planet got dumped, yeah. No Chunky Kong or Lanky Kong merch. Yeah, I don't think either of those characters had merchandise either. I've never heard of Ty figures, but I... Oh, wow. Are these real? Or are these custom? I can't even tell. Oh, these look like they might be real? Oh, this looks real. Maybe they did come out. That's cool. I'm not familiar with the series. 3-inch figure set. It looks like either prototypes were made or they did come out. I'm not sure though. I don't see any like eBay listings for them here. Backer kit? Maybe it was a project that was never funded or something? Pre-order only? Oh, were they up for pre-order and then never released, maybe? Yeah, Chunky Kong had an unreleased figure as well. He had the minifigure, the main figure, and I believe a plush as well. Bad Conqueror had plushes from Bad Fur Day. There was a couple. There was one that talked. I think one that didn't talk. Yeah, now you can find the ones from Fangame or whatever, but this is the one I was thinking of from back in the day. This is like all you had. I remember seeing this one quite a bit back in the day. Oh, and yeah, there was one with the sweatshirt as well. That was always rarer than the live reloaded one. I always wanted this one, but it was always harder to get. I wonder if I could find it nowadays, though. I don't know what the rarity or value is on them. If it's anything like it was in the old days, they've probably gone up since then, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Fangamer has some really cool stuff. I don't know. I don't think Voodoo Vince ever got a plush. The Tonic Trouble guy has a plush, though. I know that. Yeah, I will say, getting into plush collecting is very hard nowadays because the market has been destroyed. So unless you have a lot of patience or you just know where to look, it's going to be really hard building up a collection. Voodoo Vince does have a plush. I'm not sure if I knew that. Was it a promo? Oh wow, original Voodoo Vince. I was not aware of that. That must have been a promo. Bagged Voodoo Vince plush. Yeah, this looks like it's really hard to find. That's cool. I did not know that. I'm sure it's like impossible to get. Oh, the humongous entertainment plushes. Yeah, I've seen some of those before. The Spy Fox and stuff. People have sent me those, I believe. Um, Earthworm Jim got figures. I don't think he got any plushes. I, I, these look like they're all custom figure. Oh, maybe this was this this looks like it was maybe a prototype. Yeah, I remember the figures. Those came out. Where was the what did they say about the plush though in this article? Oh, the second toy line never came to fruition. Okay. So that also probably includes the plush. Or maybe not. Like where is the plush even mentioned in this? It's not even mentioned. It's like where's the picture of it in this article? It like linked here, but there was nothing showing it. Oh, what is this trying to tell me? Am I just dumb or like what is this showing me? Oh, they're just calling it a teddy bear, not a plush. I've never seen that plush though, and is that the only picture of it online? I feel like someone else would have had one in hand if it came out. Toy Fair 2012. Oh, 2012. I'm gonna guess that probably didn't come out because there are no in-hand pictures of it other than that prototype. So blueprints of the Diddy Kong? What do you mean blueprints? Actually, I can maybe just look. I'll actually look. Oh, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go on eBay on a tab that's up because. Um, Is it called Blueprints? Yeah, what was the exact name of the listing? I kind of want to like look that up, but I can't find it. Type in like Diddy Kong Racing figure. I honestly kind of want to buy that banjo box set actually that I showed you guys. $150 is like really good for that. I just found one loose for like double that price. I've never heard of anyone selling blueprints to a figure before. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. So what's the exact listing called? Original Toy Biz Airplane. Okay. I'll just type that in exactly. I'll show you guys once I get it up. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Here, I'll link it. I'll link it in my other tab. Oh my god. That is crazy. Confidential, it says. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before, actually. Diddy Kong Airplane. That's awesome. That's like a two-dimensional prototype, if such a thing has ever existed. Let me read what the seller says about it. It says nothing about nothing about it, like where it came from or anything. What else do they have? Oh wow, they have a bunch of Toy Biz stuff. They have one for the Whizpig figure. If they had one for like a Mario Kart, I would absolutely buy it. I don't see one for the Mario Kart figure. They have Goldberg Waterworks, String Waterworks, Gatling Gun, WCW, Whizpig, and Diddy. That's cool though. That's really really cool. I have never seen that before. There's a plush toy of Scout from Team Fortress 2. Oh, also, it was only $50, which seems like a really, really good price for that kind of thing. I feel like, well, I guess no one's bought it. I was gonna say like I'm surprised it's not more money, but I guess if it's still up, maybe either no one knew about it or no one wants to spend $50 on that. But I think that's cool. I am not. I If it was a Mario, I would buy it to go with my Mario prototype. I'm not really a big fan of Diddy. I don't really want to spend $50 on it, but definitely cool though. That definitely like that would be really nice for someone who collected all those figures. Plush of Scout from Team Fortress 2. I'll look that up in a second actually. I know there's like a lot of Team Fortress plushes and stuff. Or I thought I had come across a lot of Team Fortress merchandise. Maybe I haven't. I feel like when this stream is over, that listing's going to be gone. That's true, though. Someone could scan those really nice. What was his name? Scout? Team Fortress 2. Oh, this. Oh. I think I have seen these before, and I've seen, I think, figures of them too. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised Team Fortress Didn't get more merchandise. I feel like they could have just made a billion different like versions of this stuff. You guys are saying I gotta buy the Diddy Kong. I gotta buy the Diddy Kong. Ah, I mean, I did make $50 in chat revenue tonight. we could put the funds to preserving the blueprints of that figure. We could be saving lost media. I could like scan it or whatever for you guys. We could do that in real time. We save lost media. Send the seller. Oh, was it best offer? Make Donkey Kong history. I mean, who wouldn't want to make Donkey Kong history? Oh my god, this is like peer pressure. I mean, okay, how do we know it's official though? We're trusting the word of the seller. Jesus Christ, someone already bought it. Rip me. I can't believe that. I did that to myself, you guys. I did it to myself. I bet the WizPig one is gone too. I mean, there were what 200 people watching this. I guess it was kind of dumb to like promote something and then be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go back and buy it." Now the gosh dang WizPig one is still there because no one freaking likes WizPig. Well, whoever got it, I hope they. I mean, if I really wanted this, I would have bought it the second I saw it. So it's fine. I'm not a big Diddy Kong fan. I'm not really a big fan of this line. So definitely cool though. I hope whoever bought it is going to scan it or whatever. Because that'd be really nice. Guess I have nothing else to say about it. If that was a Mario though, I absolutely would have bought it. Also, it looks like this banjo that I mentioned, this set that I said, oh, it's only $150. Wow, the thing that I said was like $150. That's kind of like a tricky listing. I just looking at it right now. It's not for the actual whole set mint. It's for just the Mario on the cart, missing the accessories, and it's $150. And the guy's like, "Oh, it's just Mario." The mint picture is just for reference. Of course it is. Chef Peepee said I bought it. Okay. Well, if Chef Peepee actually bought it, then I hope you scan it. I don't like WizPig though. I don't want it. Oh, JK. That was trolled. My bad. I'm sure whoever bought it. Well, we know they must have been watching this stream, so it was someone in my community, I guess. But I don't know. I bet in like a week I'm gonna get a tweet from someone be like, "LSuperSonicQ, I bought it," and I'll be like, "Oh, cool," and we'll get to see it. Amber Baby said, "Hey, dude, I really like your channel. Thanks. Glad you enjoy, and thanks for stopping by the stream. Is there anything else that we should look up, you guys, or anything? Um, Gorilla's prototype figures, banjo prototypes. I don't. There's that one. Yeah, there's that one figure, that one banjo figure, the one prototype, that Night Ram. I think he ended up selling this off. Whoa. Keck Banjo! Cool. Oh yeah, here's the Night Ram video of it. I think here's my picture of it at Toy Fair from a magazine. Pikmin 2 2004 plushes. There's nothing lost from them though, so I'm not sure how I'd make a video about them. Oh, it comes with a Mumbo statue, or that's like the companion piece. Okay, that's cool. Keck Banjo, that's awesome. Yeah, if oh, I have played banjo. Did I never tell anyone that? Yeah, I played banjo because we won. I got to I think the last level. Uh, Buttermilka just joined and they have a Japanese text in their title. That's cool. Canceled Zelda. Oh, there's so many Zelda prototype figures and stuff. Yo, here. Um. Yeah, people like buying stuff that I show on stream. Anyone want to buy this? This $5,000 Ganondorf Toy Biz prototype that's been on eBay for probably like 5 years. Anyone want to buy that? Apparently, it's like a Paint Master or something. I think. Yeah, that was it. There's all the Toy Biz one. The toy site ones and stuff too. It's it's you want to do a drawing stream, Mr. Bones? If you could ever figure out like a setup for it or whatever, like I mean I've been wanting to do a drawing stream on my own channel at some point too, but I don't have a setup for it. But yeah, if we ever did a drawing stream, or if you could set it up on your channel somehow, and we could figure it out how to do it. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think people would like a drawing stream. I did a drawing stream years ago. We'll put that on the future stream ideas list. Oh, the plush experience has hiccups. What is the there isn't there like there's isn't aren't there like two or three different like remedies for that? You're either supposed to like scare yourself or like drink water without breathing or something, or I thought there were some like other weird things like that. I haven't had hiccups in a long time actually. Um Maybe I was done with looking at figures. I mean, I don't have my own Discord server, PokeBrick, but I have a Discord account. It's like LSuperSonicQ 9101. I guess if you guys want to add me as a friend, you can do that or message me there. There were Wind Waker plushes, yeah. Also, yeah, we can maybe talk about a stream at some point, Mr. Bones. I probably will have to edit once I end this though, so we probably won't be able to discuss it right away, but at some point I will talk to you about it. Yeah, we can maybe figure it out. A rare plush tier list, that would be kind of cool actually. I feel like we come up with a lot of really good ones for that. I am in the Lost Media Wiki Discord server, yes. I guess if I was to have a Discord server, that would be it, because I'm in that one. So anything we would talk about in an LSSQ Discord server, we could talk about in the Lost Media Wiki one. Someone I wanted to look up Wind Waker plushes. Yeah, Jack Specific made some, and I think Little Buddy made some too. Yeah, there's not very diverse for choices. I think Outset Link is probably one of the coolest ones that exists. And it was a Jack specific one. It's very. I don't know how hard this is to find anymore. I remember back when it came out, it was kind of hard to find. But this is probably one of the best ones. I think the Tingle's cool too. Oh, and apparently there's a Ganondorf puppet. I forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, and this Link plush backpack too. But it's a plush backpack, so. Oh yeah, David, the King K. Rool Eugen plush. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, the Donkey Kong Country plushes from that era are like impossible to get nowadays. Scalpers just love those. Didn't the Banjo Kazooie? I have the Banjo Kazooie Smash Bros. Amiibo. I guess you just missed it. Tier list of every Nick show. How else do you stop the hiccups? I only knew of those two methods. I don't have any other things. I have no idea why it would sound any different than normal. It's the Tower Prep patch that was handed out at Comic Con. I used to see them everywhere, but some idiot snatched them all up. Oh, that's too bad. Tower Prep is a weird thing. I'm not going to go on Discord right now, Amber, but later on I can. Yeah, I don't. I also don't search the Goodwill website usually ever either. I don't shop on Goodwill. I know you can find some good stuff there, but I just usually don't. What's up, Ivy? Glad you could stop by. Like our Nostalgia Mason's just going hard with the DK rap. I have seen the bootleg K Rule. Yeah, they came out with a bunch of new bootleg plushes. I think there was like King Bob as well. Yeah, this is a new like bootleg K Rule plush. This one that you can buy from Walmart for some reason. Yeah, that's fake. And there's a King Bob too. I mean, they look pretty dang good, but they're not official. Yo, Aklamim-chan, what's up? I think it's been a while. Wasn't there a big controversy with Tower Prep's merchandising? Oh, was there? I'm not familiar with that. Walmart is one of the worst. Like, I don't like websites that allow third-party sellers to sell on them. Walmart and Target are the two I can think of that I really don't like because, like, you're thinking, oh, I'm on Walmart's website. I'm gonna buy this, official King K. Rool plush, and it's not true. It's a third-party seller that has a bootleg plush. Yeah, I've seen the Klonoa ones too. I don't have any Sonic the Fighters plushes, Metaroni. I only have the keychains. I have a few of them. I never got any of the fighters plushes. I kept missing auctions or losing auctions by very small amounts of money. Yeah, was never able to end up with them. Also, I just saw someone said this is a plush toy sample. They must mean like a custom. That's not a prototype. Oh, the Pokemon episode with the Hiccups plush experience. Yeah, I remember like people in the chat weren't sure what that episode was, and I don't recall it either. Oh, cool. That's good to hear, Akameme-chan. Well, glad you could stop by. Um, Epic Dawn 64 said this is their first stream. Well, glad you could stop by as well. A bootleg of a bootleg. Oh, you guys want to see a bootleg of a bootleg? Because we've hit that. We've actually hit that now. Here you go. So, I want to try to find the. So there's a Naruto UFO plush set from 2003, and it was called the Weapon Series. And this is what they looked like. So this set has been bootlegged so many times that we've entered several generations of bootlegs of these. So let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the progression of the fakes. Oh, here we go. So okay, so this is what a real one looks like. This is what a fake one looks like. You know, it's just like generally looks like worse than that. And this has been faked so many times, by the way. That's just one example of it. But we have gone so far down the fake rabbit hole that now we've hit this. We've gone from this to this. A fake puppet that looks absolutely disgusting that was based off of this old 2003 plush. And this one is absolutely new. I've never like I've kind of followed bootleg or Naruto plushes and bootleg Naruto plushes for years. I've never seen this before. This is new. So we went from this in 2003 official to bootleg puppets of it in 2023. So there you go. That's how far. And like I showed you before, in between we've hit all kinds of rungs in the bootleg Naruto plush line. You know, this is like, you know, this one is one of the in betweens. But yeah, crazy stuff. It's absolutely insane when you actually look at like and that's the unfortunate part is like bootlegs have been around for so long. Now we've entered like multiple generations of the same bootleg. It's like crazy. So there you go. These official plushes aren't like super hard to find, but they don't come up very often at all. I actually, if you guys watched any of my recent videos, you would have seen I actually like collect Naruto stuff now. And these are pretty hard to find. You can find Gaara in Naruto pretty easily. But the other three are really rare, especially Sakura for some reason is like very. This is the only UFO Sakura plush that was ever made. None of the other sets have her in it. So. What is the rarest piece of lost media you own? You mean like that I found? Or... I'm not sure how to answer that. I mean, I guess I found the Kappa Mikey pilot. Does that count? Oh, actually, I take that back. I'm stupid. There was a second Sakura plush. I'm dumb. You said forehead, and that reminded me of the one from the original set. I think I forgot about that one. She has her little like whatever it's called. Her like whatever you guys watch this, so you know what I'm talking about. I should have stayed on that website that I was at. Her little like inner head thing. Let me go back and show you guys. I forgot about that. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that one. You said forehead, and it reminded me. Oh yeah, that was like a joke in the earlier seasons. This first, okay, but after these two though, there were no other UFO ones because all the other sets after that are just like Sasuke retrieval stuff and Itachi late series stuff, and but this set is very, 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 very hard to find. It's really, really hard to get this set for some reason, and a lot of the vinyl on the sandals like gets obliterated. So even if you find them, it's really hard to find in good condition. And these were actually faked as well, I believe. Not all the characters. Iruka was faked with the tag from the Weapon Series one that I showed you guys. This set. So Iruka was faked with this tag, even though he doesn't go to that set. Kakashi has been faked, I think, also with this Weapon Series tag. I don't think I've ever seen fakes for Sakura, Sasuke, or Naruto, but this whole set, the Weapon Series set, has been faked. Like, it wasn't just the Sasuke I showed you guys. Like, all the characters had bootlegs. Actually, have I seen a Sakura bootleg? I'm not sure if I've actually ever seen a Sakura bootleg, but I know that Rock Lee and Gaara and the other four were. The easiest way to tell if they're fake or not is if they have lines in the ears. For some reason, the fake people just didn't pay attention to that, so you can absolutely tell a fake apart from a real one if they have the line in the ear. The line in the ear means it's official. So there you go. There's your little Naruto plush history. I have seen the Ace Attorney plushes. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're expensive because didn't Sanai make them? And everything Sanai gets like extremely expensive once they go out of print. So yeah, I think I have seen those before. I'm glad I'm not an Ace Attorney fan, although I guess I would have got them at the time if I was. I don't think I've heard of the Invader Zim lollipops, by the way. Also, I would like to do a video on anime plushes. I've thought about that before Fukaze, but I just don't know how I would like market it. I don't think people would really be interested enough in it. My collectible videos usually don't do that good. I'm surprised that when I released recently even got as many views as it did, which isn't even a lot. Really wasn't even a lot. Also, I'll see if I can do a video on the Pikmin 2 plushes, like I said, but I don't know how I would because there's nothing lost about them. I don't really talk about like plushes just as they are. Oh, favorite piece of lost media you found? Okay, yeah, Chef PP. It was probably the Kappa Mikey pilot. That's always gonna have a soft spot for me, or I'm gonna have a soft spot for it, I guess. I do not collect Nendoroids. Not really a fan of Nendoroids, and I know those have been faked like super a ton. So if I collected them, I'd have to be very careful about where I bought them from and stuff. Kind of glad I never got into Nendoroids, actually. Also, I think I'm gonna. I know it's like a very abrupt end, but I think I am gonna wrap this up in the next like 5 minutes or so. We've been going for 3.5 hours, and my throat's kind of dry now. And I feel like we've probably covered quite a lot all over the place. Talked about plushes, we talked about lost media, talked about found media, talked about statues, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Yeah, like bootleg Nendoroids. I mean, like counterfeit ones. Yeah. Um. So yeah, good stream though. I basically talked for 3.5 hours. Like, wow, I can't believe that. Before you go, can you mention the Coconut Fred pilot? The full pilot is lost. There's a promo. I think there was a thread for that on the Lost Media Wiki forums. A coconut, yeah, for Coconut Fred. I think people were searching for that actually. I've come across that before. Dark Mage bought a Jotaro Nendoroid and it snowballed from there. Oh no. That's kind of how it starts. Yeah, you buy one thing, you're like, I'm only gonna buy one or two, and then I gotta say, that kind of happened to me with the Naruto figure arts. There were like a couple characters I really wanted, and I said, I'm not gonna get any more than these two characters. And then I got another one, and then another one, and I said, I bet I could get all of them if I wanted to. But there were kind of a lot of Naruto figure arts, and some of them are really hard to find, so I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna collect them all. But um, oh yeah, speaking of videos, there should be a new video on hopefully early this week or next, like in a few days. I'm working on something that I might be able to get done. I think I should be able to. So be on the lookout for that. But if it's not on early in the week, it should be on later in the week, I think. But yeah, so there will be like a new thing. But we're over 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna peace out here. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for the super chats. And yeah, new video this week, so be on the lookout for that. So until then, LSuperSonicQ, thanks for watching, everyone. Finn.